Ready? Yeah, buddy! I think we're live. I think we're alone now. What's up, everybody? Rich Mitch Duck in the house. We're back two nights in a row. We've been having so much fun. We thought we'd do it again. So
that's right.
Welcome. See the regulars. Rich Mitch is already in the chat. How are you everywhere at the same time? Sob Replay. Welcome, Sob Replay. Sob loves our work.
Or maybe love.
I'm not sure if he's
love your comments.
Channel 69. So who runs this channel? There's like Channel 69.
There's a lot of people run Channel 69.
Yeah, so it's like a group effort.
Yeah.
Is that not
could be anybody that?
I thought it was Aram running this.
No, I think he's batch code.
Oh, right. So there's batch code. So Aram runs batch code all by himself. This says number 69, Wisconsin.
Reformulated.
Is this a Wisconsin affiliate? Like, damn.
So it just says reformulated on mine. Oh, it does say Wisconsin. Sorry.
Yeah, it does.
It does. Hello, Lyndon. How you doing? No.
Zhao.
Hello, NC. Jad.
Yao.
Hello.
I guess that's Yao. Yao.
Zhao.
Must be from Portugal.
Zhao.
Let us know if you're from Portugal.
Could be from Brazil.
Justin. Milos. Good evening, Milos. Jorge.
Milos.
Big Bob. What is up, Bob? Bob Scott.
Big Bob.
The good juices.
You get Bob on.
Yeah, Bob from Jamaica. I'd love to have Bob on. Taffy. Hello, Taffy.
Bob's not from Jamaica. Bob's from Hawaii.
No, that's Lyndon Erlington. Bob. His name is
Bob. You said Bob.
Somebody calls him
Is he Bob as well?
He's Bob. Yeah, I think he's Bob.
Double Bob?
Yeah. What's up, Taffy? 120 mil, regular. Lee.
Absolutely.
Going Lee. Jad in the house. Good seeing you again, Jad.
Hello, Serapio.
Ann Henderson. Hi there, Eugene. Thanks for including me. You take care. I'm not sure what that means. Thanks.
Just saying thank you for something. You are welcome.
I'm not sure, but you're welcome. Hello, Master.
Serbian atheists. Oh, yeah. That's a niche crowd. That is a niche crowd. Duck from England said it absolutely right. Milos. Milos.
Serbian atheist.
Oh, there is Peter. Hello, Peter.
He believes in Gerlon. I know he believes in Gerlon.
Who believes in Gerlon?
Justin. Vladimir.
I wore Gerlon today.
Cuban Groove. Hello from Miami.
Hey, y'all.
Peter, what's up?
Hey, y'all.
Good seeing ya. Fox Den.
Yes, Milos. Join the stream. It will be fun.
Hillary. Look, Ecuador. We got
provocation.
Ecuador. Awesome. Carlos Nova. Hello.
Caboose is asking if he's missed the discussion on provocation. Muddy Buddha. Heard your wrestling lingo a couple of live streams back. Cornet Mark as well. I am not a Cornet Mark. I would never put any money his way. You're only a mark if you spend your money.
Well, what are you going on about?
It's wrestling lingo. Someone's calling me a mark. I do love Jim Cornette though. Jim Cornette is very good to listen to, but I would never part with any money his way. It's all a con. Wrestling is the art of the con.
You know, I feel horrible missing people, but at the same time, if I'm
There's so many
chat, I can't concentrate on what you're saying, so I'll try and do both.
Okay, somebody is asked Lueve Porom. Zhao Simios, I will buy Lueve Porom because of you, Doc. You legend. Go on, Zhao.
I'm going to organize something have David on, and we're probably going to talk about Dior because I know he loves Dior, and I love Dior as well. So I'm sure it's going to be a fascinating talk.
Can David hop on?
So Milos is going to come on. If David wants to come on right after him, yeah, he can. I think I'd rather have David on like for a full show, like all the time, just with him. But if he wants to make an appearance, yeah, he's more than welcome. I can send him the link.
Milos's game. Milos. Puddle up.
I believe in Guerlain. Which Guerlain?
Gel, that's a great price.
Oh, just got Bel Respiro. I can see God. What can you see? What is the atheist seeing?
He's got the eyes of a cat.
What do I think of Lardizan? I think Lardizan is great, especially for the money. Are you familiar with Lardizan, Duck?
I have smelled a couple of them, but I haven't got any. I would like a vintage Timbuktu, but they are as rare as my hair. They are not to be found in the wild. If anybody's got a lead, let us know. I would love to have a vintage Timbuktu, and there's a couple other ones I would like to try. Zing, and they did one called Zonka as well, didn't they?
Oh, I really struggled with Zonka. I like Lardizan. I would rate them, just as highly as almost Serge Luton's.
Really?
Not as groundbreaking or as
out there.
Like Serge is really out there, but as far as like things that I like, I would pit them like quite evenly along some of my favorites.
Yeah. Not Eugene. Hillary is asking about Aqua Allegoria. I've only got one.
My favorite Aqua Allegoria is Lise Solea, which is a very warm, creamy, sawdusty lily with a beautiful sandalwood in the base. It's much stronger than the usual Aqua Allegorias. I'm just looking for Milos's. Oh, here it is. 1 second.
Hillary, I've got Menthe Fresh. Not Menthe Fresh, Herba Fresca. I've also got Menthe Fresh, but I've got Herba Fresca, and that is fucking beautiful. I wear that when it's really like humid and cruddy outside. You know, like when you feel like when you're walking, you feel like it's actually swimming. There's Berisic as well. Belisic's really good as well. My mate had it, but it got pinched. We left it out at the gym, and someone taxed it.
Yeah, I was actually thinking about this the other day. I haven't seen Tammy Forever Fragrance Kit in a long time, actually, and I was wondering what had happened. I mean, if anything has happened, if she's okay, if anybody's heard from her. Does anybody know? Does anybody keep in touch with her?
Milos would like you to send it again if you can.
Oh, it didn't go through? I sent it.
Can you send it again?
Miles 178. I don't like.
Yeah, my friend.
Huh? I don't.
I'm just saying.
Are you not Miles 178?
Well, no, because he's Milos. I'm friends with Tam. She's doing fine. She's just taking a break from the internet. Peter says.
Pamplaloon is
okay.
A good one, and that's grapefruit and vanilla. It disappeared. What are you? I've sent it 3 times.
Yeah, Milos says he's on Instagram.
Oh, I don't know where else to send it because you can't.
He's on Instagram.
You can't copy and paste on Instagram, can you?
Can you not?
Sorry. You know what?
I'm going
to post it right here. Like, Milos, I'm gonna post it right in the comments here. Best Oris Iris perfume from you two.
From us two, from me and you.
Yeah. So, man, there's so many great Iris. Mine is La Pausa. And then I have a bunch that I love.
So I'm struggling to think of one off the top of my head, but I would try Oris Tattoo. It's very watery. I'll tell you what's in. No, that's lavender. Sorry, a different one I was thinking there.
And that's a new pickup for you, right?
Yes, that's a really new pickup for us. I only got that about a month ago. It's really nice. Very watery. Could be unisex. Could go either way. And that's really good. I'll tell you what else is a good Iris perfume. Number 19 Iris Poudre.
Yeah. That's
a really good one.
All 19s have great Iris notes now. Poudre probably the best for Oris.
Yeah. That you haven't dropped the link in the chat yet.
No, he's here. I can see him. I was just gonna finish talking about favorite Iris, and then I'll bring him on. But Catherine says, did you hear about the Zoom with Frederick Mall? I did not. Where did you hear about that? Where can we get some more information? Anything Frederick Mall interests me. I'm gonna bring Miles on. Milos.
Yeah.
Milos.
Yeah.
What's up? What's up? Yeah, buddy.
Hello.
You excited?
Yeah, hello, guys. Yeah, thank you for allowing me to discuss with you. It's a pleasure. I was waiting for more than 6 months to be in connection with you, Eugene.
I know. I can tell.
Yeah. Still watching every video and liking every picture.
Yeah. Okay. Awesome.
And cheers from Czech Republic. Yeah, from Europe.
Okay, Czech Republic. Cool.
Yeah.
So tell us, Miles. Is it Miles? Milo?
Yeah, you can tell me or call me as you want, Milos or Miles.
All right, dickhead it is then.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
I'm just kidding.
And hello, Doug to England.
That's an old joke.
Hello.
I used to use on me all the time.
Thanks for inviting me and joining to us. I always laughing Eugene's jokes and everything. He's the same type. He's same type like me, like in a way of thinking and making fun of the things and of the crappy things. Yeah, I love that. Yeah, very joking about Aqua Reggio and all those craps.
Yeah, lots of people don't like those. They take them personal and they get offended and I don't know.
That's what I love about you. Yeah, just to tease them. Yeah.
Yeah, most of it.
Life would be boring if you wouldn't do that. Yeah.
Why don't you give us your scent of the day? Tell us what you're wearing today.
Scent of the day? Probably. What did I have today? Oh, Van Cleef & Arpels Orchid Vanille.
Okay. I heard a lot of good things about that.
Yeah, I start to collect it or order to it because it's for good money here. It's about, you can get a bottle for about 60 euros probably. And I also ordered Masque Ravageur 6 months ago. It's my lifetime fragrance. It's the best thing. I like all those layers because when you pay the niche price and Frederick Malle bottles, you pay the roundness and smoothness and quality.
Yeah.
And the same with Hermes collection. Yeah, because I start to collect all those colognes. And my new girlfriend likes Rockabar. I can get it because she
You don't like Rockabar?
Yeah, I like it, but it took me 5 years to get to that point because I started with designers like all those shits like Eros, and now when your nose evolved after 5 years, you get to that point that it bores you because it's overly sweet, not balanced, and you really, as you described all those things, you smell that synthetic things. And if somebody doesn't smell that, I don't know, he's probably on the beginning or in the start of his journey.
Right. But you don't really pick up on the synthetics unless you evolve to higher end stuff. And then once you're used to that and you go back, that's kind of where you say, okay, you can really notice the amount of synthetics used in them. But if that's all you're used to, you don't really notice as much. That's how it was for me. I didn't really notice the synthetics until I started wearing more, let's say, luxury perfume.
Yeah. I have Bellamy, but the third reformulated version, so it's not that strong and punchy,
but it's still very nice.
Because you've had probably that previous bottle.
Yeah, I have the second.
I've noticed that.
Yeah,
but I started to collect Hermes because it's not that here. It's you can get it for a nice price, like about 60 euros for Equipage, Geranium, Bellamy Vetiver, Bellamy, and I got probably 9 of them. And I tried L'Ombre de Merveille. Yeah, that's it. And Bellamy Vetiver is like Suede.
This is my scent of the day.
Yeah, that's a easily wearable things.
Yeah,
round, and it's work much better during the summer. I don't know. The temperature probably in Canada and England is almost the same like in Czech Republic, and it's easily wearable over the summer. I tried just to spray it on the white shirt, and you can get to the dates or to the restaurants. and it's something. It's so round and so polished.
Absolutely. Most of the Hermes are polished.
Yeah, totally.
This flanker, I mean, this could easily fit in the Hermescence line. I mean, it would be completely out of place because it's much heavier than the Hermescence, which are very airy and it's, the watercolor thing. But I mean, this has enough complexity and the quality is good enough to be in the Hermescence private collection and sell for $300. I mean, it's that good. One of the viewers from last night asked to talk about this Arnold. I don't see that he's here, but this.
Yeah, I was just watching previous video, and then it pops up the new notification of the.
Oh, we're losing.
I have to, and it really. I was waiting for 9 months to meet you over the internet. Just to talk to you and to thank you for for all the things, because over the Instagram we were chatting a bit, and you recommend me some things and help me. So my profile was private because I was teaching 10 years at the local schools in the small cities and small towns. So how it goes. It's like small town prejudice, and I want to have my privacy. Because even if I take in a picture, not myself, but the pictures of the bottles, but I'm only following 50 people like you, because the people that I trust, and they are not like marketing or selling things, just regular viewers or reviewers as you are. Right. They are interesting because they share real natural emotions. They're not exaggerating anything.
I like that too. I follow the same type of people.
Yeah. It's not about numbers, as we say. It's about sharing the
birds of feather flock together, is the saying. Like birds of feather flock together.
It's some phrase. I don't know.
Like-minded people always find each other.
Yeah. We have similar in Czech. Yeah. I got that point.
Yeah.
And how did I get to the niche perfumery? Probably over your videos, over watching more reviewers, and as you said in your previous videos. Sorry for I'm talking too loud a lot. And Jack wanna probably say something as well. So
no, it's fine, mate. No, that's fine, mate. I'm happy just listening.
Sorry for interrupting.
No.
I don't want to be center of.
Yeah, it's fine.
I have to let you talking. You have some
Mitch,
lots of things to say.
Mitch, why don't you tell us what you're wearing today?
Me?
I wore Girl on Vetiver.
Girl on Vetiver.
Because it was raining, and I think Vetiver in the rain is beautiful. Vetiver suits the rain perfectly.
It does really well in the humid heat.
Yeah, because it's like fresh as well.
Yeah, crisp. It's got a nice crispness to it.
Like a minty vibe.
Yeah,
I totally get a minty vibe.
The minty is on the top, probably.
Yeah, Vetiver definitely always comes across minty to me. That might just be me,
what, I don't know, but I've got a sample of Guerlain Vetiver because I wanted to try it together with Abid Rouge, but both of them were probably from 1960. It was 10 milliliter decants as a sample, and it was too old school for me. But it was 3 years ago. But I don't know. Eugene probably said it few years ago in his videos from 2014 or 13, when his notes probably changed a bit. I mean, how you reflect the Guerlain Vetiver at the first sniff, and then how you reflect it now, because you said, yeah, when I was 20, like I mean yourself, I've detected something different that I detected it now.
Yeah, I couldn't handle vetiver the first time I smelled. I was like, what? I recoiled. You know, it was really harsh, and it was very standoffish to me. And it was the dry tobacco. It's almost like a very sharp aldehydic, dry, green, earthy tobacco, and it just smelled very outdated, like a grandfather or an older
like
or
grandpa-ish or something.
Yeah, you know, like if you were ever a young boy and you sat on your older uncle's knee and he was just wearing too much cologne and it was stuffy and you wanted to run away. That's something what it would remind me of then.
Before my 30s, I wore nothing. I mean, like perfumes or something. Yeah, I started to interest in when I got into the 6 years of relationship, because my girl, previous ex, worked at perfumery shop. That's why she gave me something like Diesel Tattoo, only a Brave. It was my first bottle as a present from her. And then I started to Google it and find something on YouTube, top 10, top that. And all those Dolce Gabbanas, the ones, and it the addiction started to going on. Yeah, it's horrible.
How long have you been into fragrances for?
5 years.
5 years? And how did you discover fragrances?
Thanks to my ex-girlfriend, and then over the internet, watching Drag Dog.
Right.
That was that's
what I meant. Like, who did you find on YouTube when you first started?
Drag Dog, probably.
Okay.
And then that German guy.
Anymore, is he?
Well, he probably stopped doing that because he probably is much more into the family now, or maybe the work, because he has to change something and change his flat. But he's good. He's good guy, probably. Yeah. He was like frank and genuine, and that's my impression. Yeah, from his videos. And then I saw that German guy.
Most of us have.
Yeah, but as you say in previous video, he's entertainment and good salesman.
Yeah.
For sure.
He's as crazy as people make him seem. I think it's all it's a ploy on his part. He's great at marketing, so I'm pretty sure he knows what he's doing. He's not going as crazy as people think he is.
Yeah. He's just playing with them.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And it's working because look, we're talking about him right now, right?
Yeah. That's the point.
That's the whole basis behind everything.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
And I guess he just ultimately doesn't care what people think or write about him, which is great for him that he has the balls to do that.
Yeah, he's good salesman. Now I'm into the sales representative business. I'm working as a sales representative now, so I can get that point at the art of offering something.
Yeah.
Like anything. But now, Duck, say something. Duck, say something.
Ducks fell asleep on us. It's midnight.
No, I'm still here. I'm reading the chat.
Sorry.
Who did you start watching when you joined YouTube?
It was Robes. It was Mark. He used to review. I was searching the internet for a fragrance that I wanted that I used to wear a few years prior, and Mark was the only person who had reviewed it. And it came up. I had no idea of the fragrance community or anything like that, and I'd been collecting fragrances since I was like young. And Mark's review came up, and Mark, and like I got watching Mark, and then I realized there was more people than just Mark reviewing fragrances, and I just sort of like bled into the whole fragrance community. I watched it for years before I commented, but Mark used to review some cracking stuff, and he's put us onto, so he's had the biggest effect on us out of all the fragrance community, and like he's been like the biggest influence on my taste, followed by Scentland. But the stuff Mark reviews now, it's crap. He reviews some pretty bad stuff. If you go back and look at all these recent videos, I don't know what he's doing.
It's probably never ending lesson. You have to come up with still with the new things. It's probably pretty hard to keep on going. And
yeah,
to me,
it's just the standard. It's the standard of the fragrances that he used to review was amazing. It used to be like Mona Diorio and Tiziana Terenzi, and like he had the Creeds, and he had like the Tom Ford private blends, and he's got all these amazing reviews. He's reviewing still good. It's just what he's reviewing is crap. I don't know why he's doing it. He doesn't enjoy it. You can see he's not enjoying it. I don't know why he's doing it.
Do you think his tastes have changed? Maybe like that's possible.
I don't think his tastes have changed. I think he's reviewing crap fragrances. He's just maybe he's doing it to try and boost his numbers a bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It would be a shame. It would be a shame if he did, because he always used to review the things he loved, and like you can tell. You go back and watch those videos from 5, 6, 7, 8 years ago, and watch his videos now. Like that video he released today about Dolce & Gabbana K. You can just see the look in his eyes, dead inside. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's just absolutely.
Yeah. It depends on his goals. Yeah, why he's doing that. Yeah, sure. Agree. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a shame.
I haven't seen the K video, but I can't imagine him praising it. At least, you know.
No, he slaughters it. He slaughters it. He hates it. He hates the cap.
Thanks God, because I've tried that. Last that was the worst designer fragrance. It was like drugstore from €10 or $10. It was completely the worst thing. Yeah, the most synthetic.
The Dolce & Gabbana K, I once used it as an air freshener for my shoes.
It's not even good for that.
Right.
Yeah. That's the thing.
I think K is one of the worst in that blue goopy genre. Worse than Y.
What's
worse than Dylan Blue? way
it's
worse.
the worst blue fragrance. It's it's the worst of a bad bunch. Do you know? It's not a good. It's a bad fragrance. It makes you wonder who signed off on it. You know, it's like who was the person? Who was like the responsible person? Who was responsible for this perfume? Somebody had to say. Somebody at some point had to say, "Yes, that's a great perfume. We'll release that to the market."
Right.
Love it.
Who was the nose behind that perfume?
It's a good question. I don't know if anybody knows. If anybody knows, let us know.
It's better not to know it.
It's better not to know. Yes, maybe the made it on the proviso that it didn't get named.
It might shatter your dreams.
Yeah.
Honestly,
right.
that stuff doesn't even interest me. Like, I don't think about it.
Yeah.
No.
Now it's it's a good thing to ask you about what, Eugene, is there any, or even a duck, is there any good fragrance, I mean designer fragrance, that you still like, or that is still worthy according to you both? Tell us.
The Eau Sauvage. I just got Eau Sauvage Eau de Toilette, and that's great.
I honestly was thinking of picking that up today, Eau Sauvage. I saw Catherine in the comments last night talk about getting vintage Eau Sauvage, and I was like, man, I don't want to chase vintage because I'm not a vintage hunter, but I should just go get a bottle of modern Eau Sauvage because I've never owned one. And
it's really nice.
I tried to get the new Hermes, and on the way there, the duck was trying to convince me not to buy it. I smelled it. He's not even smelled it. He's like, no, don't buy it. You cannot buy that. You can buy so much better stuff with the money.
You can, but
yeah.
I got a sample. I got a 10 milliliters of Eau Sauvage, but I wanna buy the EDP now from 2017 because it's a bit citrusy with vetiver, but it's not that the heart is a wrong word for that, but it's not that heavy. I mean the Eau Sauvage perfume from 2017. I just want to try it. I don't care, but I want something more mature for business, because now I'm not at school and I don't wanna care about the just going into the classroom in front of the kids. They are around.
I think Terre de Hermes is great for that kind of thing.
I like all those Hermes colognes like Pamplemousse Rose or Orange. It's easily wearable, and I like when I'm driving a car for 2 hours to get from one place to another just to get some business. I don't want to wear something enormously loud or something powder or just for myself, just something. And Hermes doesn't need to I'm finding the words for that. Just he's not playing the games. He's a solid things, and all those perfumers like Jean-Claude Ellena, they know what to do with all those things. It's simply timeless thing, and that's what I'm looking for right now. And that's my point of collecting things, not for getting compliments. I like the same like Eugene. I don't care what I'm doing for myself, not for the others around me, because I'm in the car and I'm wearing perfumes only for myself, for the good feelings, and I don't like heavy things now.
Get Declaration. Vladimir's asking about Declaration. I think Declaration's brilliant. It's Jean-Claude Ellena's masterpiece, but it is spicy, woody. It might have the body odor effect on bad skin chemistry. But
when I spray it on my wrist, it's a bit itchy for my nose.
Yeah, absolutely. I can see that.
Yeah, it's a good thing, but it's a difficult thing. It's like jazz music. It's difficult.
Yeah,
you have to get to that point. Yeah, because I'm a drummer and I like jazz, because it's difficult. Yeah, but it's not like AC/DC, solid rock.
No.
And you need to wear something smelly, something leathery, something strong.
Try Paco Rabanne Pour Homme. You try Paco Rabanne, Paul Hom, or what was the other one? Yeah, that's really so. That'd be great for work.
That's so.
Thanks.
Yeah, it'd be great.
Because I've never tried, because I had only that crappy 1 million, and I had to sell it to my friend.
Yeah,
because it was like mess, just going to the lots of directions.
Are you looking for designers specifically or designer prices? Because if it's the price, then I would say just get
because
Suto or
Paul Monsieur EDP. Paul Monsieur EDP.
I've been
beautiful.
I've been at Guerlain shop in Prague, in capital city now, probably 2 years ago, and I've tried all those things, like from designer line and from the Privé line, like Spiritus Double Vanille, and all those niche bottles were good, round, smooth, and very well blended, because you smell that quality. It was completely like soothing and smooth. All those Spiritus Double Vanilla and all those Cure Beluga, but from those like Bois Mysteries, Incense Mythique, I've liked the most Bois Mystérieux in the red bottle, because it was like smooth, round, and pleasant to my nose.
If you liked Bois Mystérieux, I'm surprised to hear that you struggled with Declaration, because they're very much from the same family. Dry, woody, spicy, cedary. They both share that same cumin.
I just sprayed one shot on a bladder, or as you say, or the paper strip. That's maybe it's always not 100%. You have to have that experience just to spray it on a coat or on a sweater. You know what I mean? Because I sprayed on a clothes.
Declaration might be even more complex than Bois Mystérieux, if I'm honest.
So thanks for help. I'll give it a try again. Yeah, because I've had a sample of Declaration d'un Soir, and it's a synthetic rose.
Yeah.
Even all the reviewers can recommend it and put it now on the first place. I don't care, because it's the typical designer thing. And I've had the Cartier Declaration Parfum as well, but I've gave it to my mom, because it was a bit into the feminine side at those times. So I can spray it. It's it's probably the more spicier, and it's probably the best thing. What are your reckons about things or thoughts about that? The Declaration Parfum.
I much prefer the EDT, like not even close. For me, the Parfum was way too thick and heavy.
Agree.
Like wearing a not even a parka, like a mink coat, really.
That's why I got rid of it. Yeah,
it was very heavy, cloying, strong. I like the weightlessness of the EDT.
Of EDT, yeah, it's much more
transparent, but I can still smell it with every breath. I like the way it kind of floats around,
Yeah, that's what I'm looking for, the transparency and all year roundness. That and something that you can use anytime, at any occasion, any season, and not offensive for the people around you.
Yeah. Try some of the Merveille, the Hermes, Eau de Merveille, L'Ombre de Merveille. They're fantastic.
Yeah, I've tried L'Ombre de Merveille, because I've had Van Cleef & Arpels Ambre Imperial is a copy of that, but it's more mature for men. It's more masculine. And L'Ombre Merveille, I gave it to my mom because it has that feminine vibe. Maybe for the first minute, and that was my impression. Yeah,
but we're not afraid of that anymore, right?
I have to try it probably during the springtime now.
Yeah.
Again.
Try them. The Elixir is nice. They're all nice.
Yeah, I've tried Elixir, and that was typical Jean-Claude Elena thing that I liked the best from whole the line. But they didn't have the L'eau de Merveille at the shop, so I still don't. I don't know how it smells, and don't know how can I imagine the smell of that, or if I get to the internet and buy it blindly. I don't know.
So the original has, it's almost like the female version of Terre de Hermes.
Sounds interesting because Terre de Hermes. Yeah, right. I like more parfum version because the EDT is maybe you guys have like that clashing the notes, maybe like that.
I do like contrast. I like contrast, like when there's Chorus, Chorus and Aventus. I like the contrast in Aventus. I don't like Aventus as a perfume per se. But I like the contrast between the birch and the lighter, fresher notes.
Understood.
I like Chorus. I like Chorus because Chorus has that pissy, horrible vibe, but then it's got like the soapy dry down.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
But some people don't like that. Some people aren't into that at all.
Yeah, when you buy that fragrance at the age of 33 because everybody is recommending that. I mean, the Terre de Hermes EDT, and then you wear it. It depends on the situation when you wear it, and it really takes a time to understand that whole point of making that notes clashing thing. I mean the orange vetiver. Yeah, clashing thing. Because my friend, who is 43, he loves it, and it.
Yeah.
Now I'm almost 37, and it really takes a time to understand it completely. I mean, it's not like you spray it and you completely know. Yeah, I understand the Terre de Hermes. It's really like gallery, or like it's not like movie poster. It's like when you go to the gallery and you see some pictures on the wall, it has those layers, and it's a philosophical thing probably. Yeah, but I like it, but I'm not that type who wears that every day, because it has to you have to have that right temperature to spray it on a coat. It's good in a colder days, like in these days, like foggy days, or in Europe around zero, like in English type of weather, rainy and a bit colder. Eugene, what do you think? Sorry for.
For right now, I think. Are you talking about the Merveille line?
About Terre de Hermes, and about how to understand the whole concept of what was Elena doing in the, because it's
sometimes I think, like, after reading Elena's interviews, that he's still trying to figure out what Terre de Hermes is.
You said that, and I was like, bloody hell. It has to be.
I wonder, like, are they putting in as much thought as we believe they are into these perfumes, or is it just like, let's roll the dice and whatever comes of it will be, right?
I'm doing something. I want to show you the things, but I don't know if you can don't care about all those Aquari Parmas, but here it is. Where's the Chergui classically, and all those Guerlains, Chalimar. There's nothing interesting there, not so much. But these are the Hermeses. Yeah, they're
very nice, interesting.
Not so much for you, but I just wanna to have a look.
No, it's all great. Wear what you love. Everybody has their own taste, and that's what makes you unique.
like you say, I just try in getting rid of all those designer things and going into the Hermes's colognes, because they're for nice price, and I probably want to have all those Frederic Malle as you have behind you and all those things, but it's not necessary if it's not a time for you, or just to invest into the perfumes. Sometimes you have to do the reconstruction of the flat or something. So
sure, absolutely. No, 500 perfumes are never necessary. Duck, what do you think about that? I think Duck's out.
Yeah.
No, I'm still here. Don't worry.
We are not worrying. That's good. Eugene, and what about Christo? What about Christo? How is not with you on a couch, on a sofa?
Well, Christo's moved away. He's 3 provinces over, so it's the 3 time zone difference. I haven't see him. I haven't spoke to him since he's gone, but
I just watched his video on a great flannel, Geoffrey Bing, or how it's called.
Yeah.
He did a new one after the 6 months, all that.
Yeah. He likes to take his time in between videos. That's, typical Christo.
Yeah, he's good, right. And I like it, like appearing in a longer time.
Yeah, he does his own thing,
Yeah, it has that magic. Yeah, that his own magic. Yeah,
absolutely. I know my viewers miss him and they love him, and then they're always asking about him. I'm sure he'll be back.
Yeah. I was writing and posting you over the Instagram. Just I wanna see the Christo, you and Maria in one video, and just to talking about life, not fragrances. Just to do something like, because you're so refreshing with all those things, and I like that loose everyday situation, like throwing out the
Christmas tree.
That was the best. That was the best thing.
The Christmas tree.
Yeah, as you tossing up the Christmas tree video. Yeah, I was laughing and just it's funny.
Yeah, we're just trying to have fun. I feel like it's okay to throw in a video like that every once in a while. It doesn't have to be all perfume related content.
Yeah,
people don't mind seeing other stuff, and
and I show it to my sister and to my sister's husband. Look at this! That he even didn't cut the branches, and he just tossing it up.
Yeah, I didn't measure it on the way out. I had no idea it would fit, but it ended up making a ton of a big mess. So whatever, it worked out perfectly, right?
Yeah, that was cute. Just to throwing it out of the balcony. It's the same like in Europe. Everybody's just throwing it out.
Really? Is that the case?
Yeah. Yeah, you have to be careful, like you were. Yeah. Not to
Eugene, you've started something, Eugene.
No, I imagine they've been doing that in Europe for generations. I think a lot of people live in apartments in Europe, especially in the city, right?
Yeah.
I'm
living in an apartment, but on a first floor, so it's. And I never buy the Christmas tree because I always go to my parents and they have it there. So I don't have to care buying all those things. But it's good to have something and to care about something.
Oh dear. I'm drinking a lot of water. We all live in mansions, that's right.
And where do you live, Doc? In Manchester?
I live in Newcastle.
Newcastle, yeah, is somewhere
Newcastle
there.
in the UK.
Up in the north.
Oh, in the north, that's right.
Mm-hmm. I've been in England, so I can imitate the accent a bit. And
oh God!
But I've been in Hastings.
All right.
It's down there, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, the
Yeah,
Battle of
twice.
Hastings. Yeah, I know that is.
Yeah, it's a crazy town. Lots of homelesses, and drinkers, drunkards.
Yeah, that's right.
But
There's a
it's
lot of
fun.
homeless people in England now.
Yeah. No. Yeah, not so much fun. Probably all around the world. Yeah. In this
That's
COVID
right.
now.
Someone's asked. Arnold is asking if I have any experience with arrogance, poor Hom. No, Arnold, I haven't, but I do know someone who has. And if Richard Pryor is in here, he'll be able to help you. But he's probably asleep.
Is that a real perfume?
Sorry?
Is that a real perfume or
Arrogance?
Arrogance, poor Hom. Yes, it is. Yeah.
Yeah,
from Hastings wouldn't understand, Rich.
Yeah, I thought that was a joke from you.
No, it's real. Arrogance, poor Hom is a real thing. It's by a company called Arrogance as well.
Oh, wow.
Just here in the UK. Katie, there's a couple of eBay sellers and a couple of European sellers who managed to get things in for us, Katie. If you reach out, I'll be able to sort you out. She's got my friend, the eBay seller, has a few female vintages that are pretty hard to find, and she doesn't mind a bit of haggling either. So if you can get in touch with Eugene through Instagram, he'll give you me email and I'll put you onto her.
Yeah, you mean I mean, you're talking to me, Doc. Yeah.
No, there's someone in the comments, sorry.
Because
hey, you're not joking. I thought you were still pulling my chain. There's really a perfume called Arrogance Pour Homme.
Yeah, because I can.
No, there is. Yeah.
I seriously thought you were pulling my chain.
Yeah, because I can see any comment. Because when I turn on the YouTube, it has an echo in the video. Or
I don't see echo.
Yeah. That's how it happens sometimes. So
Katie, do you know Eugene's Instagram? Or even if you just and you can sort it out like that and then send us an email. So if you can sort that out, I'll sort you out.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm just having my own conversation there. There is an arrogance brand. Honestly, I'm not joking.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
it's not their only fragrance. There's an Arrogance Womo apparently.
I've never heard of the brand.
Yeah, neither me.
Brady asks, what is the roughest city in the UK? Probably Blackpool or Glasgow. Glasgow is
cities. Yeah, industrial.
Yeah. Belfast isn't as bad as it used to be, but you've still got sectarian tension there.
What makes it so rough?
Well, Glasgow's Glasgow has the highest rate of drug addiction in Europe, and Blackpool's just a shithole. And Belfast obviously got the sectarian thing going on,
like religion thing.
Yeah, it's between Catholics and Protestants.
Crikey God, as in England.
Yeah, that's in Northern Ireland.
Understandable.
So it's all crazy over there. But that's where we are.
It's called Strong and Wrong.
Yes.
Music. Yeah, Strong and Wrong. Loud and proud.
Strong and Wrong, that's right. I'll remember that.
Mitch,
did you
buy any perfume today?
Brace yourself. I won an auction that I'd forgot that I'd actually bid on. And then I got a message saying, there's 10 minutes left. There's 10 minutes left of this auction. And I was like, what fucking auction are you talking about here? And I went on, and it was for a bottle of Pontaccio 21. And I got it for 43 quid for 50 mil.
I've never heard of it.
It's by Gianfranco Ferri.
Okay.
By Gianfranco Ferri. It's beautiful. I've actually got it on my hand at the minute. I've also got the Eau de Cologne. So what I do is I put the Eau de Toilette on in the morning and then just top up throughout the day with the Eau de Cologne. and it's absolutely glorious. I actually think I prefer the eau de cologne to the eau de toilette. The eau de cologne, obviously, it just smells like a plate of like nice food. Sunderland, yes, Yoshi. Sunderland is a shithole. It is. Sunderland's just, but it's more poverty related. That I don't think Mackems are inherently bad people, but you know what I mean. It's just people are rough when fucking places are rough. Do you know what I mean?
Department stores in these towns.
There is in Glasgow. Glasgow's where House of Fraser came from, I believe, or Edinburgh. It's one of the two.
Bad.
Sorry,
it can't be.
Well, obviously, there are nice parts of it, but even the people who've got money, they've just got more money for drugs because the supply is so rife. The drugs are so cheap. The supply is so rife, and they're lawless because there are places in Glasgow you can't go because that's also got the sectarian aspect as well. Like because there's a lot of you've got in Glasgow you've got a lot of Protestants, and it's also centered around the football clubs, Rangers and Celtic. And Celtic are obviously like they've got a lot of Catholics, and they've got links to Celtic have actually got links to the IRA.
Catholics I think like new is coming up into the streaming because Eugene was signalizing that somebody's there. Or
I don't want to break his train of thought. So this just means cool.
Sorry, I did.
That's what I was trying to say without saying it.
What were you saying?
Yeah, I like that fun with you. Yeah, it's always good. Yeah, relaxed. And
what's happening? Right, I'll stop now. Sorry about that.
No,
it's okay.
No, I was just wondering what was the
yeah. Yeah, describing the situation. It's not easy.
It's a shame. It's a shame for the people who live there. That's what it is. But there you go. So yes, that is that, if you like.
And I wanted to come back to the perfume themes and wanted to ask you about Hermeson's line. I've heard it's not so much strong. Like it takes about 1 hour and a half. Is it true or just not? Yeah, over exaggerated.
That's a common problem that a lot of people have. I don't think Duck would like a lot of them because he likes his fragrances stronger. I don't want to speak for him, Duck. Be sure to intervene, but they are much lighter fragrances. They're very airy. They're weightless. There's not.
It depends. For me, there's got to be something. There's got to be something that anchors them. Mark Patton. I don't mean to fucking offend you, Mark, but I've spent a lot of time in Glasgow as well. Maybe I just grew up, and I didn't grow up there, obviously, but maybe I've just visited my experience of Glasgow. I'm speaking from personal experience. I don't doubt that Glasgow has some great places and some great people. I did say that as well, but it does have the Europe's highest drug addiction, and there is a lot of violence there that goes unreported.
That's the fact.
That I'm afraid that is. I know a couple of people who live in Glasgow. It's not like what Beirut used to be like. Do you know what I mean? It's not like one of the world's most dangerous cities anymore, but it's not in a good place. It's not in a good way. Mark Patton, you should come on.
Oh, we can turn this into a debate.
He has to talk about what perfume he's wearing as well, though.
Absolutely. Mark Patton, you're welcome to come on and stick up for your home city there. But I don't think well, actually I don't want to speak for Rich Mitch. He just said it was one of the toughest cities in the UK. Place can be both beautiful and tough, can it not?
Yeah. As you say, you always have a bright side and dark side.
Yeah, I mean, Toronto's got that too. I mean, it's not in the open, but if you want to find it and you go look for it, it's there.
There are always the lanes and streets, and
there's some alleys that I wouldn't go into.
Yeah, as you say, yeah. And I wanted to ask you, Eugene, when I only have Masque Ravageur, and I've wanted to order the samples of Carmel flower and the other ones. Can you describe me, if it's possible to describe all those things? I mean the 4 ones probably that you can recommend me to keep on collecting, or because I don't wanna invest the money like into the moon and all those promises Arabian stuff.
Carnal flower is a floral. It's a tropical white floral.
Mm-hmm.
It's got fresh elements with mentholated vibe. It smells like putting your head in a florist's fridge. You go to the flower shop, you know, the florist's fridge.
Isn't it feminine? Because I'm afraid of to wear something feminine, like more into the feminine side.
Yeah, then stay away from carnal flower if you're worried about that kind of thing.
Okay, so thank you for saving my money. Yeah,
find something woodier. Go Monsieur or Music for a While.
Yeah, maybe
for a while is more unisex. Monsieur is more masculine.
And I like spicy things over the winter time on colder days.
Yeah.
I used to like Spice Bomb. That now I despise it because it's such a juvenile thing. Like, I mean, Spice Bomb Extreme and all those Histoire de Parfums 1899. It's a joke now for me because my nose somehow changed since the summer, because I've bought few Acqua di Parma colognes, like all those, and they have that cologne vibe, that old school, a bit of old school cologne vibe, like Colonia Assoluta, made by Jean-Claude Ellena as well. Not only by him, but he's the one of them. And you used to that cologne vibe, and it stopped being old-fashioned for you. And then you come across the Hermes cologne line, and it's much more rounder and much more interesting, and you never go back to the Acqua di Parma. Yeah, and that's the life, because it's evolving your taste. And
I have a hard time with those Acqua di Parma colognes. They feel a little bit stuffy to me.
Yeah. Absolutely uninteresting. But when you buy the things as a first cologne thing, you start with it. And then when you buy the other brands, the better brands like Hermes, and then you have Masque Ravageur, you never go back to that, probably. You just use them from time to time. And I'm not dependent on that. Or Yeah,
right.
I'm looking for the other bottles. And that's everything that I wanted to say, just to share. Just to share the mindset, of how you change the things, or how everybody who is really interested in keep on going, or searching for something
right,
really well crafted, like Frederic Malle and Hermes, and maybe Chanel, less exclusive. But and you were asking the guy in previous videos if there's the guy from Norway, if they have possibility to get the Chanel less exclusive. Here is the problem as well. We have to go to Vienna, to Austria, probably, because even in Prague, I'm not sure if there's Chanel, because everybody's going to Vienna, into Austria. It's 3 hours by car, probably. It's not that far. Yeah, but
it would be worth the drive.
What?
For me, it would be worth the drive for Chanel.
Yeah, I'm sure, because you're mad into it, and it's a good.
Yeah, I wouldn't recommend blind buying them, especially if you're not into the feminine thing. A lot of the Chanels will come off like that, so be sure to sample and try them before you can buy. I mean, just use us for a reference, when you watch YouTube.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm using it.
Don't take us for Bible, but
always. I'm always in connection, over the messages with you. And thanks for you're so kind. You really react over the pond, over half of the globe. It's brilliant. Yeah. And I like. You remember as I was messaging you for the first time because you were streaming and I was messaging you. I was so laughing. You remember that? Like I was messaging, can you stream a bit hour later? And he was like, he was scheduling our time.
That's right. Yeah.
I was laughing by like seeing your reaction, the same like me. I really wasn't afraid to make such a online joke.
Well, it's just a message. Can you stream now? Actually, you asked if I can stream in 2 hours because that's when you're done work.
Yeah. Because
I didn't know I was taking requests, but you know we had no plans of streaming that day, which is what.
That was funny, brilliant. Yeah.
All right. Awesome. Rich Mitch, are you still with us?
I am still with you, yes. I am reading. Just to go back to one of Mark's points, I know Scots are lovely. I live in Newcastle, do you know what I mean? I'm just saying. It's chill, it's calm. But he's wearing H24.
I've still not tried that, but I'm gonna get out any day now. And
Can't be trying it, man. Shite, man. Don't buy it. You know you don't want it.
You haven't tried it, Rich. You're being judgmental.
That's damn right. I'm being judgmental. It's fucking shite. It's gonna be shite. You know what it is. I've heard from good people. Thomas and Galen have both said that they thought it was shite.
Hey, where is Galen? Galen said he was coming on. He promised.
That's right. He'd probably shit his pants by now.
Go on,
That's
Mark. I know. I mean, I wasn't trying to offend you, Mark. Do you know what I mean? Sorry, mate. No, Scots love that country.
He's feeling better now. But what was it about?
At least it's not Savage. Oh well, he's got a point there.
That offended him so much.
It didn't affect. It wasn't that he was so offended. It's just that he said that I was like the way I was talking about Glasgow wasn't his experience of Glasgow, and which is fair enough. I mean, he lives and works there. He probably knows better than I do. In fact, he certainly knows better than I do. But I was just saying.
Yeah, it's always difficult
it
to
be
have
a matter of since he's familiar with the place and knows that he feels comfortable there. Whereas if you come in and out of this city and you only see certain things, you've already formed an opinion.
Yeah, it depends on everybody's own experience, and everybody's taking.
He's a very friendly Canadian. I was actually born that year, Mark. In 74.
In 74.
Yeah,
you're going to be 50. Are you going to be 50 in 3 years?
Soon, yeah.
Fucking hell, how do you feel about that?
I don't feel anything. It's just a number.
Yeah. And it's funny. Like everybody is just telling it out loud. That you'll be 50 in 3. Yeah, but he can be glad he's alive. And as I said. Every year, every another year, being alive, it's a good year. No matter if you're 78, it's a good that you can be still here on this earth at the age of 71, 77.
I remember turning 30 and going, "Oh man, I'm turning 30, like I'm getting old." And then the same thing at 40. I'm like, "Oh man, 40, getting old." Like. I'm halfway done, but I don't think like that anymore. I don't see it that way.
Yeah, last year when I was 30, turning 35, I really started to think about like the other half of the life, or getting to the grave.
Nah. It's an eternal life. I don't think we ever truly die. It's just the body. That goes.
Yeah, I was spiritual and going to the church since the age of 15 till 20, and then when I start to read all those philosophical Eastern things like Buddhism and all those things, I stopped going to church because it's limited. Yeah,
I agree. I agree.
Yeah, they saying all the same things, not to kill, not to tell lies. Everybody knows that, and God's not there only from 9 to 10 at the church on Sunday.
Right.
Yeah, because you can leave it on the hill, at the apartment, everywhere. Yeah, at the gas station, at the work.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, but it's a lifetime journey.
Day by day, right? You can't
Yeah,
think
day by day, as you say. You're like never finished without searching your own core, as you say. Where's Doc?
I've come back.
Sleep and hung up the phone.
No, I'm here.
I probably have to go because it's almost 1 at the midnight, but yeah, but it's worthy to stay here because it's a lifetime event.
Nah, I mean,
Eugene,
there's got to be more streams you can come on.
Thank you so much. Just you have to have not only the balls, but you have to be the same nature just to share the thoughts and words with the community as we are.
Yeah, I was just talking to Duck. We were talking earlier that I liked having Duck on because I'm very comfortable with him, and even though our tastes are like completely opposite, I respect what he loves, and I feel the same. Even though we take jabs at each other during the day, we both kind of have mutual respect.
And
absolutely.
And we have kind of the same beliefs, and I like having him on because he makes a great co-host. But I was saying to him, I'd love to have like new guests on that don't frequently appear on YouTube, that aren't very well known, but they do watch, just to get different perspectives from people from all over the world. You know.
Yeah. I'd like to get. There's a couple of people. I'd like to get Ash back on. I'd like to get Arnold on.
Yeah, absolutely. There's
honest J-Bone
that have been watching for years, and I don't know who they are or what they look like. And
yeah, I've been watching for years as well. Yeah, it's the same. But
we had the guy on from Norway yesterday, Alex. That was awesome. You know, just
120 ml. Kravis, Arnold, Lee. We get Mark on. We got his Scots accent. It's Scott, not Scotch. Scott. Scotch is a drink.
Yeah.
Jeremy, definitely get Jeremy Hines on as well.
Absolutely.
And I'm not native speaker, so
he lives like an hour away from me, or even less than that. You know, I'd love to have him on, or Sean. I'm not sure how to pronounce this. Is it Sean or Soon? How would you?
I think it's pronounced Sean.
Sean,
if I remember correctly.
The only problem that I had was maybe that I'm not a native speaker. That was.
I have Vladimir on, but I might get like thrown off of YouTube, I believe.
Vladimir, I like Equipage Geranium. I have it, but it's really for the springtime. It's probably what's going on there. I don't know. I like Equipage Geranium, but it's a bit minty, grassy. Eugene, you can hear me. Yeah.
What's that?
Yeah.
You can hear me. Yeah.
I'm here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Equipage Geranium is good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything from that line, it's probably good. The only thing that I don't have, it's Equipage, the original Equipage. Lots of bottles in front of us. Dak is playing with the cam.
Hold on, we'll see if I can show you. Roger.
I've never tried.
Oh, look at that! There he is. Take a screen capture.
It's fine. It's fine. Yeah.
Do you like my head?
Yeah, the same one.
You get like round this side. Round this side.
Yeah, I was receding the hairline, so I've shaved completely during the May. I don't care. Eugene was focusing.
How do I highlight the duck? Oh, there we go. There we go. Oh, we lost him.
What's that?
Unlucky.
Yeah, let it on.
It's not a duck.
Let it on.
Well, you missed the spot.
It's better to see you than to see the duck.
Oh, it's better than to see me than see the duck. It's just because I haven't got a tripod or anything.
But as you want. If you don't feel comfortable, just let it there. Doesn't matter.
I look like Stone Cold Steve Austin. That's right.
What's that?
Thoughts on Horizon by Gila Roche. I have not smelled Horizon. Sorry, Nicola. That was immense.
Eugene, can I turn on the YouTube just to see the comments?
Yeah, but you got to mute the YouTube.
Yeah. Okay.
You probably shouldn't look, though, because they're calling you an asshole.
Who?
In the comments. Don't look at them.
Me?
He's just joking.
I'm kidding.
Yeah.
When is our Page of Styles? Hello, Page. Page is a good lad. You should go and get Page. You could go and check Page's channel out. Sorry, or Page could come on. Stone Cold's Northerner brother. Yeah, Page of Styles. That is really good.
Can you link
He
it?
He blind bought. Yeah, it's Page of Styles. Just go and click on his channel. I'll see if I can link it. Hold on. I'll link it because I've got to. Give us 2 seconds, Matt.
So many YouTubers, it's hard to keep up.
That's right. Share, copy link.
Eugene, as you said, it's the best thing not to care about comments at all. As you say, I'm just seeing you, not seeing any comment. Only those comments.
The comments than me.
What?
You're better off looking at the comments.
Baldy, Glasgowian.
Did you post it?
I can't do a glass. Yeah, it's there.
I don't see it.
I just clicked with Page. First time, when you you just click. Thought Page was proper spot on. Rich looks like Action Bronson.
I can't click on it from here.
And is that possible to join in the other streaming? Maybe during any time.
What's that? Sorry, I was just looking at.
Yeah, if it's possible to join into your streaming again.
Absolutely, yeah. We're gonna open it up, but we're gonna have probably one person at a time.
Yeah, it's
always who have we got coming up next? It's David, isn't it?
Yeah, David, if he's ready, let me know and I'll shoot him the link.
He said he'd be coming soon.
It's always the problem with time zone with me only because we have 8 hours difference probably. What's the time at yours, Eugene?
That's the thing with Rich Mitch and with Galen. So I'm kind of in the middle, and Rich Mitch is 6 hours forward, and Galen's 3 hours behind. He's still at work, and if I start any later, Rich Mitch will be in bed asleep, or probably not. I don't know what.
Yeah, because
laying an egg.
Yeah, it depends on your work and all of
Right.
Because if Rich Mitch is -7 hours, to me it means -8 hours.
I think it's -5 hours.
Yeah, it's 5 hours. I'm behind.
Yeah, so to me it's -6. Yeah, it's good to remember. Just it's good to know for me. The time zones. Yeah, because it's almost
that's right
at the night.
I was going to say it's like 12 o'clock here. Oh, I'll take some paracetamols. Hold on. Oops, wrong drugs. You can continue talking while I'm taking these tablets.
What are you taking? Tell us. What do they do for you?
These are just paracetamols. They're like the baseline. They're like the baseline painkillers that I take. They just sort of like make everything work a bit better.
Do they make you feel better?
They make us feel less shit, which is good enough, frankly.
Like mentally.
Well, no, physically. They're not that type of tablet. Excuse me. I'll tell you what I've got. I've got some painkillers that do affect you mentally, and they're crazy. I've got gabapentin, diazepam, morphine, codeine, naproxen, paracetamols. I've got most of them. Yeah, I take these. Try to stay off them as much as possible, but when I don't take them, I feel it.
At most, an Advil with a headache or something. I think I have
somewhere. You really need to take them.
Sorry?
You really need to take them. I mean, those pills.
Yeah, I've got I don't take them. I'm not like an addict or anything. I take them because I've got a back problem. I've got something called ankylosing spondylitis, which means my back's fusing to my hips.
Yeah, understood.
So it's pretty sore.
I'm glad I don't have all those things.
Yes, that's right. Oh dear. Codeine is the devil.
No.
Breaking Bad. That's right. Shell's right. Breaking Bad. Painkillers are no good. So many people I know have gone the deep end with them. Yeah, mine are really regulated by the doctor, Rudy. Don't worry about it. It's I don't like taking them, so it's not like the type of thing where I'm going to get hooked on them. I don't particularly like them, and I'm also doing physio. So the physio helps loads. I've managed to come. I don't take morphine every day. I don't take the opiate, the codeine every day either. I just take the gabapentin because I get shock and sciatica, and I take paracetamol every day and an anti-inflammatory called naproxen, and that sort of ceases every day. If it gets worse, then I take the opiates.
Is there anything that you don't take? That might be easier.
That's a good point. I'll tell you, somebody has put in the comments, try acupuncture, right? And at this point, right, I'm game for anything, right? I would try acupuncture. One of the treatments I've already had. I got loads of steroid injections in my spine, right? And then what happened is, they were using 9-inch needles. Honestly, they were huge. I had to look away.
Wow.
But what happened after that? I had an operation called rhizolysis, when they put these 8 electrodes into my spinal column, right? 8 electrodes into my spine, and burned some of the nerves. Some of the nerves along like the edge of me like vertebrae, and that worked absolutely brilliant. I'm hooked on oak moss. That's right. It doesn't get stronger than that. That's right. I'm hooked on it. There's no operas. I'm hooked on it. Like, I'll be found passed out in an elevator at some point.
So we are lucky we can talk to you.
That's right. Yes.
No, just
try wet cupping. I'll try. Honestly, Kasim, mate, I'll try anything. At this point, I'm game as fuck. I'm game for anything, to be perfectly honest with you. Chiropractor. Steroid injection. Yeah, no, I don't get steroid injections very often. The steroid injections are usually just to identify, like, if certain problems can be treated in a certain way. But I'm game for all those different treatments, because if something works, why not? And it's like a lifelong thing. So why not? Why not try it? It's one of the things I love about perfume. It's something that I can enjoy without being like it's not like a physical activity. It's something I can enjoy in the comfort of my own bed. Do you know what I mean? It's class. But if anybody wants to suggest anything that they reckon, as long as I don't have to like rub shit on myself or anything like that, then I'm game. Oh.
I don't know. I've never really had to take medication. The only thing I used to take was like ephedrine, but that was more because I was hooked on ephedrine and caffeine than anything else.
Caffeine's fucking shocking.
Yeah, it just kind of made the day more tolerable.
Yeah. Did you ever smoke?
I smoked, yeah, for a long time, pack a day. I gave that up.
When did you pack it up?
About 16 years ago, when my son was born.
Oh, nice. Shit.
Yeah.
I only drink tea, like black tea and green tea, not smoking, not drinking.
Yeah, I don't drink a whole lot.
Mm-hmm. I don't need it simply because my parents, I don't have it in my genes. My mom doesn't do it, my father doesn't do it, so it's easier to live without it.
Eva's asking, stay off the benzos. I stay off the benzos and the opioids as much as I can. Yeah, that's only when it goes nuclear. I take benzos for when I get back spasms, which is usually they're really, really controlled in this country. Benzodiazepam. I can only get 2 milligrams, and I can only get 15 of them at a time. And I only have
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, they're highly regulated in this country. It's not like in other parts of the world where you can just go in and ask for them. That's another thing as well. Rudy's right, losing a bit of weight and Eva's right about physio and building core strength. That's what made me physio concentrating on today. I saw her today, actually. I saw me physio today. She was fucking pulling and pushing us all out. It was mental.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it feels better.
Quit smoking. I just went cold turkey, like absolutely cold turkey. And
wow.
After that, I would only smoke. If I'd go away on vacation for a week, I'd buy a pack of smokes. It would last me for the week, and I'd smoke on the vacation just to enjoy myself, and then I'd throw them out on the way home, and that was it.
You probably have to do it just to quit it and stop doing it.
For me, was the best way.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, but it's so many different. There's so like getting off stuff like that. It's a very personal thing.
Yeah,
it's what works best for you. Eva's telling us I should have a massage.
And Eugene, can I ask you about description of noir APCs, because I've seen you was completely mesmerized by that.
Yeah. So it opens up
like
rosy and orangey, like a nice fresh.
Rosy and orangey, mostly.
Yeah. It's a weird combination, but somehow it works. It's a fresh.
Yeah, understandable. Yeah, because
I am picture perfect rose. It's not one of those abstract ones.
Mm-hmm.
Gentlemen, while you two talk, I'm going to go and get some more water for myself, so I'll be quiet for a couple of minutes, all right?
Yeah, no worries.
Sure.
And then it's got quite a spicy heart. You know, all the spices come out in the heart.
Mm-hmm.
Almost like the allspice, you know, the cinnamon, the clove.
Nothing against it, because as you say, I like it because everybody
there. Pepper, you know, the typical chai latte, spicy heart.
My thing, because I like all those chai, all those.
I get a lot of chai latte from it.
Mm-hmm.
And then this is just, you know, a nice, really patchouli and sandalwood, warm and creamy.
Because I have possibility to get a sample from the shop first, and and you can get the 4 samples from any Frederick Malle you can choose, and it costs about 10 euros. So I probably go with maybe Carmel Flower, Noir APCs, as you recommended, and maybe the 2 ones. I don't want to go into the Portrait of Lady because I tried to spray it, but maybe on a paper, and it didn't impress me on the paper. I know it's, I know, I know it's just my subjective first quick reaction that is not objective at all.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I go into the Masque Ravageur direction, because I sprayed on my hand and the first reaction was it's like a bit of patchouli with some dirty vanilla. And it didn't impress me on the first 5 seconds. And then I went out of the shop, and in 10 minutes I went to the parking lot, and then I sniffed it, opening doors of my car, and I was completely mesmerized with the perfection, the absolute brilliance that I've never smelled in any perfumes. Right at that moment, I understood all of those yours videos, what you wanna say, because it's you pay the money for the polishness and the roundness of the notes, not for the things like Mansura Montas, because it's a harshness,
Right.
and it's still repeating the one ingredients like that oud.
Yeah. I think if you like Muscat Azure, you should try Ombre de Merveille.
Mm-hmm.
It's sort of in that genre.
Yeah.
But smells very different.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a bit more feminine, the L'Ombre de Merveille. And I gave it to my mom, so I've bought a bottle 2 months ago as a Christmas gift.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Ombre de Merveille you bought for your mom?
Yeah, I've bought it. Firstly, I've bought it to myself, but it was a bit more feminine on my skin.
I think so, yeah.
So I decided to give it to my mom as a gift. Yeah, after 2 sprays.
Go back to it. Try it again. You might change.
Yeah, because I've sometimes how it's called in English, because I'm not native. So when I'm too quick to react or to make a decision. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah. Take your time.
Yeah, taking my time, because I make my decision, quick decisions. Yeah. Yeah, after a few seconds.
David's here. I'm gonna invite him on.
Mm-hmm.
David, I'm gonna post the link in the comments here, and you can just click it.
And so much thanks for inviting me here.
Absolutely.
Or getting a possibility to join to your streaming.
Absolutely.
It's still unreal to be in connection just over the internet. It's crazy. That world is crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, the internet's a special place, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm still fascinated. Yeah, just to have that eyes contact and
playground.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's got a lot of good uses for sure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can use it. It depends how you use it, if in a good way or bad way. But we're using it in a good way for sure.
Right. Okay, so I sent the link out. I'm just gonna wait for David to click on.
Mm-hmm. And I maybe have to go in a 10 minutes or 5 to 10 minutes, because it's 1 hour after midnight. So
all right.
I want to be a bit fresh in the morning.
Here's David. What's the guy in the white t-shirt's name? His name is Milos, or Miles.
Miles on Instagram. Yeah, hello. Another
David.
Another similar one.
What is up?
Lovely to see you all. How are you doing?
I'm very well. How are you?
I'm doing well, thank you. It's good to be here with you guys.
Absolutely. Welcome.
Thank you for having me. I love this.
Yeah, we've been talking about you coming on, and here it is. I didn't expect it to be today or tonight, or I thought maybe you'd come on and do a whole kind of our own video about whatever you like to talk about, which is usually Christian Dior.
Which, by the way, I have
everybody loves that.
I want to show you guys something, because I was naughty.
Oh wow! Now that's something special.
Yep.
Crikey.
This is the rose, the attar. Is it?
Yes.
That's the 3 mil Précieux, right?
Yeah, the elixir Précieux, something like that.
3 mil of that stuff
3
goes for about
milliliters of this shit. It's like
Eugene knows everything.
So this is a screw top, and then you just unscrew and reveal the dabber stick with the oil, and that's it.
Yeah, it's bonkers, this stuff.
It's very concentrated and thick.
It is very dark.
These have been discontinued, I've heard.
Let me go ahead and
yes, they have.
And there's 4 of them. There's a
have you tried the other ones, David?
No, I have not. I don't know if you can see this on the screen though.
Nice one.
It is very thick and dark. It stains
$400 for 3 mil, I believe.
I mean, granted, I didn't pay the $400 for this. I got it like I got a good deal on it.
That's a piece of luxury.
I overpaid it. Regardless, it's still overpaying for something that it's just.
There's only 3 milliliters.
Only 3 milliliters.
Yeah.
It's pathetic. It's really it's miserable. It is absolutely miserable. I would not do this again. I only did it because, again,
the people out of the community probably never understand our passion. Yeah, because when you invest $400 for 3 milliliters,
I tried all of those at one time.
We're complete freaks.
It is a beautiful oil. I wanted to try the other oils, but I haven't been able to find a boutique here. So How
does it wear?
How does it wear? Well, it smells obviously of rose. I get some sort of oud. I think it has it kind of like falls in like the oud Ispahan territory.
Okay.
Less pungent, less barnyardy. It has a chocolatey undertone, so I'm thinking it has some sort of patchouli in there. It's very dusty, very, very powdery too. It does not project too much. It's very intimate.
Oh,
so I'm thinking it's like, more of like a layering thing, or
like
a
pure parfum.
Much better.
Kind of like a pure parfum, yeah.
Again, I don't like overpowering
this has to last
things.
me at least 3 years. Hopefully.
What's that?
I mean, to get my money's worth, at least 3 years. Yes.
Well, it's not something you apply liberally, right?
I mean, just a drop, and then on the pulse points, and that's it. And then supposedly you just layer the rest of your perfume on. Like today, I'm wearing Narciso Rouge, and over this, it smells wonderful. I love this, by the way. Great scent.
Isn't too feminine, this Narciso Rouge?
I mean, to me, fragrances. I mean, it depends. If I like it, I'll wear it.
Give it to them.
Yeah, sure.
I've learned. I'm trying to learn to just break free of those stereotypical things, and if I like it, I'll wear it, and that's it.
Yeah, I don't care about all those things.
I mean, this one obviously is very powdery. This is
But sometimes it happened to me when I blind bought something, like from Van Cleef Collection Extraordinaire. I've bought Precious Oud and Moonlight Patchouli, and I have had to get rid of it instantly because it was much more feminine, too much rose, or Moonlight Patchouli was completely like for women.
Precious Oud was tuberose, wasn't it? Like a white floral.
Precious Oud, still have it, and it's a tuberose, and it's like dupe of Black Orchid.
And you don't like Black Orchid?
It's more masculine, but the Van Cleef, it's more feminine, into the feminine side. It's more rounder notes. That's why I bought it, because the Van Cleef, it's more rounder, even if they are dupes of something, but they're much more easily wearable. They're not too harsh, more rounder, softer, more close to the body, and you can use them for all year round, any season. Yeah, but sometimes, some of them, maybe 3 of them, are more into the feminine side. So I'm not comfortable to wear them. It depends. It depends on the weather. It depends on
anything. What's the most feminine fragrance that you wear, Milos?
What?
What's the most feminine fragrance that you would wear, Milos? Or that you currently have in your collection?
Maybe that Precious Oud, or the other one. Red. Yeah, I still have Red Oud from Montal. It's 2 or 3 years old bottle, but it's good. It's like spicy Oreo cookie. It's smelling. But one girl told me, you smell like a woman, so I was completely fed up with it and stopped wearing it. Yeah, but it's 2 years ago, probably.
This time next year, he'll be wearing Coco. Mark my words.
I mean, it's also Coco, a culture, I guess.
I tried it. And I tried Chanel, those Coco, and I like Coco Noir. And all those women who wears it, they're classy. They're good because it's a classy thing. And
go straight to the top and get cocoa.
Have you tried it yourself though?
Yeah. I've tried the cocoa. I mean, only at the shop.
Only at the shop.
Yeah, on the hand, and I like that quality because Chanel has that roundness, and they're polished, like polished things. It's good. It has to have that quality. That's what I like. Hermes and Frederic Malle and Chanel. Those are like holy grail or holy trinity of perfumery. Today's
Chanel,
perfumery.
And Hermes. No Dior.
I know you're.
My heart breaks. My heart breaks.
No, because I know you're special collectors of all those treasures, and the only Dior I have is I don't want to say that out loud. It's like Bleu de Chanel and Dior Sauvage, because, and it's not the Dior as it used to be, because it's just a drugstore thing. It's like,
it's not bad, though. It's not bad. I mean, it's a bestseller for a reason, right? So
I blind bought it because of the YouTubers, the Sauvage, and it's really itchy. It's like piercing to my nose.
What is that?
Toba color.
All right, give it to us.
That's the new thing.
That's a new thing.
Mm-hmm.
I was not blown away by this.
Mm-hmm.
To be honest,
I've heard that.
It smells like it. To me, like, this is personal opinion. Please don't come at me like saying anything. But this is 90% Killian's Black Phantom. Okay, and why am I like focused like this?
I don't so handsome.
Yeah, this is being recorded. Handsome. This is being recorded, so I'm stating something. I mean, Demachi's gonna come at me. Demachi, I love you.
Yeah, he's looking for you.
No, but I absolutely agree that
he's in Tampa.
Not, I mean, this does not have my money. I'm sorry.
Really?
Yeah, I was expecting something different.
So, what does Black Phantom smell like?
Supposedly, according to the notes, it's like rum, chocolate, coffee, and it has some other notes, but predominantly it's coffee, chocolate, and rum. And this is 90% Black Phantom. I don't know, at least to my nose.
Sounds interesting.
I don't have the comments. I should probably look into the comments and see what they're saying. But yeah, I was not impressed. I thought this would be a fresher tobacco.
So does it feel trendy to you?
Does it feel trendy to me? It feels mass appealing, yes.
And
it feels very mass appealing. It's very syrupy. It's very sweet. The timing is also off. Like, I can't see this. I don't see myself wearing this in the summer. So this is a very fall winter scent.
So it's a heavy fragrance.
Very syrupy, very honeyed.
It's got depth.
Yeah,
I didn't like the sound of that.
I mean, I wouldn't classify this as an intellectual scent. It's not the intellectual scent that you're used to.
What color? What color do you see?
I see a lot of orange, a lot of brown.
Browns and orange?
Yellows. I see a lot of yellows, oranges, and brown.
Good question. What color do you see? That's a good thing.
Orange, yellow, and brown. That's the colors I see with this one.
So earth tones.
Earth tones. Yeah, this is very, yeah.
How prominent is the tobacco?
It's a sweet tobacco.
From start to finish?
I would say, no, predominantly I get a lot of peach and a lot of honey. That's like main character for me in my skin. And then the tobacco is underlying in there, like just creating that base. It's not really a smoky tobacco. I feel like it's more of a sweet tobacco.
Any resemblance to Hermes, Ombre Narguil?
No.
Nothing. Okay, that's good.
No.
I like that comment.
This is syrupy, sticky, resinous, goopy.
Is it anything like the Santal Noir?
No, not at all. I actually find Santal Noir to be airy. I think Santal Noir is actually milky, but still has a freshness to it. This does not have any freshness.
There's
if anything, just a slight bit, but nothing.
Is there any smoke to it?
I can't say I sense smoke. I do sense the tobacco, but it's like the sweet tobacco, maybe like a chewing tobacco. You're chewing tobacco, that kind of feeling is what I feel.
So it's not a spice bomb tobacco.
No, not at all.
All right.
Not at all. At least for me.
Any green?
No, not that I can feel. It's all brown and dirty and
well, brown sounds good to me. It sounds earthy. Brown's
very earthy, right?
I like earthy elements.
They're going probably into
I don't
that
know. You probably it's
feeling
like
direction.
A tobacco, so the smell lingers on your clothes, and then.
How sweet would you say it is?
On a scale of 1 to 10, I classify this maybe a 7.
What would you classify Fev? Obviously a 10.
Fev is a 10. Yeah, Fev is extremely
Very sweet.
Is it sweeter than Oud Rosewood?
Absolutely. Oud Rosewood isn't sweet. Oud
Right.
Rosewood is very dry.
Right. I'm just trying to gauge.
Yeah, no, that's not even in the ballpark.
Oh wow.
This is. I can't. No. I don't know. The closest thing I can probably think about is Killian Black Phantom, 90%. And then on the cheaper side or the cheaper end, if you've tried Zara's Rich Form Addictive, it kind of has that vibe of Rich Form Addictive.
I've tried. That was non-concrete mess.
Is it powdery at all?
It's powdery a little bit, yeah. And it dries down powdery. It does dry down powdery. It's very intimate, too. I don't find it to be too loud.
So is it
to be like extravagant,
romantic, smooth?
smooth,
What else?
smooth.
Mass feeling.
That technicality, the technical aspect of the blending, you know that Damashi is perfect in blending. So this is a very good scent. I'm not saying that this is a bad scent. Just not. It doesn't have my money.
Okay.
It doesn't win me.
Good to know.
I was expecting something different. I wanted, like, if I'm gonna choose between this and Black Phantom, I'd choose Black Phantom.
Really?
Because I knew Black Phantom first. Yeah. So, and I get the very same experience with Black Phantom as with this.
How long's Black Phantom been out for?
I don't know.
Has it been out long enough for them to say, all right, let's...
Like a copy of Black Phantom?
Right.
I don't know. I mean...
Hello, Joe.
It has to be out for more than 3 years for you to say it's a copy.
Let me see. Black Phantom by Killian. According to Fragrantica, 2017 was the release date. By Sidonie Lancesseur. I don't know her name. I'm sorry. I butchered her name.
And they are both Louis Vuitton Moët Hennessy.
They are both Louis Vuitton Moët Hennessy. And then the notes, according to Fragrantica, would be dark chocolate, rum, caramel, coffee, sugar cane, almond, sandalwood, and heliotrope. Taupe color goes a different direction, supposedly, like it has different notes. Let me see. Taupe color should have notes of...
I like kind of more exquise. I like for it's. I would consider a gourmand.
I have to try
in the thing.
It is a gourmand, and I feel that taupe color is actually a gourmand.
Really?
There's a lot of peach, apricot, dried fruits. Have you smelled Tobacco Vanille by Tom Ford?
Yeah.
This does not smell like Tobacco Vanille, but it slightly, faintly hints at it. Like that dried fruits top and then the tobacco underneath, kind of like creating a base. That's basically what this is.
Is this Duncan?
Huh?
Is this, sorry, in the chat, is this Duncan?
Yes.
Changing his username again? I know nothing about Black Phantom. I've never smelt it. I don't know the notes. I don't know the story. I don't know what kind of appeal it gets.
Neither me.
Think about it. Is it held in what kind of esteem? I know nothing.
I don't care about Killian's.
Yeah, I don't follow the brand much.
Yeah. Overpriced to me.
I mean,
I think.
if this is Damashi's response to Le Lion, then
no, I don't think it is, because Le Lion just like, there's no way he could have smelt Le Lion and created this.
no, this is a different that this doesn't even resemble Le Lion. Like they're just totally separate. But I'm just saying, like, if this is trying to compete with Le Lion, I mean, okay, if this is trying to compete with Le Lion, this would probably win because of the mass appeal.
Okay.
Because Le Lion is obviously very
Shite.
Shite. British.
Yeah.
And he left the scene.
British lead.
I was not gonna say that word, but yeah, you just have to have a certain character to pull off Le Lion. Okay.
You think Le Lion is shit too?
I didn't say that. It's not for me. It's not for. I mean.
All right. You guys got to go. Yeah, no, we can't have that here.
You're funny.
No. I mean, I respect Le Lion for what it is. I absolutely respect it, and I understand maybe the concept, right?
That was nice reaction.
Just buy it. Buy Le Lion. Buy it.
Artistically speaking, if you're gonna speak of art artistically and creatively, maybe Le Lion has the edge over Tobacolor. Like this is not creative at all.
Guys,
this has been done before.
Le Lion. How do you feel about Le Lion? Let them know in the comments.
How do I feel about Le Lion, or
give us your feelings about Le Lion. Le Lion.
Le Lion. Well, Le Lion de Chanel. I don't know. It's a hefty perfume. It's very heavy.
It can be depending. I don't necessarily
we've spoken about this, right? We've spoken about this. I feel that it's an inspired perfume because it takes from bits and pieces of a lot of things to create something quote unquote unique, I guess. Because even though it takes from all these puzzle pieces, I guess it stands on its own, and it does stand in the Chanel shelf of less exclusives, which is respectable, I guess. But originality, I don't know if I can call it original because it's taking bits and pieces of a lot of the greatest fragrances of all time, I guess.
That's Dio. Are you talking about tobacco law?
No, Le Lion.
Oh, Le Lion, right? No problem.
Guys, I have to go probably. So thanks for having me here, and I'll watch the whole review tomorrow probably. So thank you.
Okay.
Thank you. And thank you all.
Cheers, Miloš.
Yeah, that was a pleasure to talk to you, and that was fun as always. So Eugene, thank you. Just give me an echo while another streaming will be. I'll definitely join in if I can.
Right, yeah, for sure. Thanks for coming on. I appreciate it, and we'll see you soon.
So thank you. Have a nice evening and nice night. Night. Bye.
Right.
Bye for now. Bye for now.
Bye. By the way, I apologize. I'm eating some French fries. I haven't had dinner.
All right, we're gonna watch you.
French fries. They're already mushy. Anyway,
Le
Lion is great.
It's shite.
It is not shite. Stop that.
It's shite.
It is not shite.
Perfume. I
don't think you know it well enough.
I'm actually gonna look.
I don't think you. How can you know it well enough? You've only had it for a few months.
It's brilliant. I've had a decant for 6 months before it came out.
Yeah, I know, and it's still shite.
No, it's not.
Okay.
You guys chat for a bit. I'll be back in a moment.
Oh God, he's going to get his bottle. What did you wear today, David?
I don't know.
What did you wear today, David?
What did I wear today? Narciso Rodriguez.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. Of course, you said the Rouge one.
I got the Rose elixir.
Yeah. Do you think when you first put that on, it smells a bit like vinegar?
Yes. This one?
Yes.
Not like vinegar. It smells like an olive brine to me.
Yeah, like
Which-
yeah, like something like that. Yeah, like
Which is
like
the
a
same
like a
thing
juicy.
I get with Urispahan, actually. I get the same feeling
Yeah.
with Urispahan. Like an olive.
Rose, when you get when you get like Rose Absolute, if you put it on, it stays on your skin for like, it'll stay on your skin for ages, but for the first 12 hours it smells like vinegar. It smells like a briny, smells like a briny brew.
It is pickly. Yeah, like a pickle juice or something.
Yeah.
I absolutely get that. Yes, I do. This is supposed to be Turkish rose oil extract, but I think it has a lot of other things in there. I don't know.
Yeah, I think it might be. I think it might be synthetic.
Okay,
Because of
here's
how. Go on then.
This is Le Lion, and it's very scratchy, very, very powerful. What do you? I mean, you don't like Le Lion, right?
I don't care for Le Lion. I think it's on bottom mid and bottom notes, and I think it's very claggy. I think it's very, very gloopy and thick.
I don't think it's gloopy.
Gloopy.
I think it's very. It purrs, but it's not like.
I think it has a nice sparkle to it.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, it does.
It's very. It has a burnt tire smell to it. Which,
absolutely.
Burnt tire?
Yes, I get like burnt tires. I get the same patchouli as I get in Coromandel.
Okay.
Yes.
I'll give that to you.
I get a lot of powder too, very powdery. Smoky. This one is smoky, whereas Tubacolor is not smoky. This is smoky.
I get lemon in this.
I don't get lemon. I mean, I get a citrus, but I think it's the bergamot.
Like a sparkling bergamot and lemon.
Yeah, it's probably the bergamot.
Yeah, that's you. Lilion sock.
I hate Shalimar. If they hate Shalimar, oh, okay, here's the thing. If you hate Shalimar, you might like this, because even though this resembles Shalimar, supposedly, quote unquote, this goes on a different direction. And I actually did the experiment of spraying Le Lion and then Shalimar, and Shalimar smelled of halitosis compared to Le Lion.
Shalimar smelled like halitosis.
Halitosis, yeah.
See, I got halitosis from Yicky, and
Yicky.
I don't know, but that was my experience. I thought that Le Lion is a little bit more rounder and modern take on what would have been Shalimar nowadays. Like Shalimar smelled off compared to Le Lion. If I spray Shalimar alone, I love Shalimar, and Shalimar to me is a staple. The EDT, mind you, I don't use the EDP. EDP is too strong, I think.
Cole is saying that there's nothing I hate more.
What are you gonna say?
You guys can hate on Le Lion all you want.
I'm not hating on Le Lion.
I love it.
I'm talking about my experience with Le Lion. I'm not hating on it. I mean, everybody has their own opinion, and
okay, maybe more the duck. The duck is hating on it. That's
a
okay.
respectable scent. I'll give you that. It is a very respectable scent. And for Chanel standards, it is definitely a bold.
They're only the same in genre. They're both Orientals, and that's probably where the resemblance comes in from.
Maybe
it's like saying a Tesla and a Ford are the same just because they're cars. You know, they're both Orientals. How many different ways can you do Oriental? Like this is the classic Oriental French style.
They needed something like this. They did need something.
They're French Oriental, and now Chanel has done theirs.
Yeah, I think this fits very well in the collection. And again, my respects to.
And they've never done anything like this.
Olivier Pose for doing something quote unquote unique.
This, what's that?
Quote unquote unique.
Chanel doesn't follow trends, man.
I know. That's the thing about Chanel. Chanel has,
and I don't think this is trendy.
This is not trendy at all. So compared to Tubacolor has the trendy aspect and the mass appeal and the thing that everybody likes, the sweetness.
Do you think it'll be a hit the way Fev is?
It'll be a hit the way. It might be, yeah.
Really?
It might actually be a little bit more appealing than Fev, because Fev is 10 in level goopy. This is a 7.
Yeah.
So I'd say this probably. Huh?
Is there Tonka in there? Tonka bean?
I don't know, but it's powdery.
Where do you feel the sweetness is coming from?
The dried fruits, and I think that this has to have vanilla, a lot of vanilla. I think it has a lot of vanilla. It's very syrupy, goopy, and there's honey in here too. So the honey, I think, is also giving
another honey tobacco.
Yeah, but it's not a dirty honey. You know, the honey can be animalic. This is not animalic at all. It's not dirty, dirty animalic, or I don't know. It's not. It doesn't purr like you say. It's not like furry or a dead cat's ass or whatever it is that you say.
Dead cat's ass.
Yeah. This is sweet. This is plum. Well, they say it's
plum
from the plum, I guess. Yeah.
I like plum.
But this is not the plum that they use in poison. It's not the same plum. And I don't know if it's a mixture of the. It's like actually, have you tried? Someone told me this the other day. Bitter Peach by Tom Ford. Supposedly, it's the same bitter peach.
In passing, like very quickly, I smelled it. I didn't get the chance to actually like investigate it.
Well, then someone told me that this is if you take bitter peach and then you add tobacco to it, you create tobacco color.
So it's shite as well.
Reliable. I haven't tried the experiment, but that's my sentence. I mean, that's my 25 cents.
If it doesn't have oak moss in it, Rich Mitch thinks it's shite.
Well then, Rich, have you tried Gris Montagne or Gris Dior?
I did not.
I have.
Huh?
I've got to be honest, I wasn't a huge fan of that one, but I have got. How many of them have I got?
That's oak moss on its peak, at least for Dior.
Yeah, that is, mate. Honestly, the oak moss I've got is not the oak moss you two know. The oak moss that I know, because people are saying people have said to us like the Roger Doves. Do you know, like the Roger Doves, they're supposed to have oak moss in them. And when I sprayed Roger Dove, I was like, well, where's the oak moss? You need to buy something. You need to buy something from like 1982 or 1985 or 1981. Something big, some big horrible fragrance that's got a shit ton of fucking oak moss in it to just be blitzed by it, and because it just fucking honestly.
So
I can't describe.
What's your go-to oak moss scent?
I'll tell you what's a good oak moss scent, but it's also a leather. It's
like the old.
Sorry,
I'm speaking for you again. I'm getting this bad habit of speaking for you, if you know what I mean.
I mean, I'm trying to get Rich to talk because I feel that I'm talking a lot, so I need to get Rich to talk.
So I'm trying to sit here and look at some of the. I would try Smalto Pohom if you can find it. That's a great oak moss scent, but it's also got leather.
What's the name?
Smalto Pohom. Smalto. Francesco Smalto. SM. Yeah, I'll put it in the comments. Can you see the comments?
Yeah, I can.
All right, give us 2 seconds. I'll put it in the comments for you. There's a place in Canada called Le Parfumier, and they sell it. Smalto Pohom, but you might be able to get it. You might be able to get it somewhere else.
Smalto Pohom. Okay.
Smalto Pohom. That has got.
When was that released?
That has got. Oh, that was like in 1989. That's got a lot of oak moss and a lot of leather and a bit of smoke. It smells like an Italian leather jacket from the 80s.
Born that year. Oh no, 1998. Okay, yeah.
1989.
98. Okay.
88. 89. Sorry.
89.
89.
Well, then Fragrantica is wrong. Fragrantica has it under 1998.
Smalto Pohom.
Smalto, Francesco Smalto, right?
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Woody aromatic. It has wormwood, lavender, bergamot, chamomile, resin, white, honey, sandalwood, Virginia cedar, oak moss, vanilla, and tonka bean.
Give me 2 seconds. I'll have a look.
Does that sound right? If it's 89, then it's the year I was born. If it's 98, then it's
not. Give us 2 seconds. Smalto. Francesco Smalto Porom. Let's see. It says it was actually released in 1987.
Oh,
so we're both wrong.
That's the other one.
Sorry.
Yeah. Okay.
How many bottles have you sold of Smalto? Like, do you get a commission on that?
No, I've actually got a lot of bottles of Smalto. I've got the one that I've got that I use, and then somebody was selling 30 ml bottles of it. Do you know, like 30 milliliter bottles? And they had 12, and I just bought them all for about £12 each. So I was over the fucking moon with that. And then I've got a few other
yeah,
how do you come up with fragrances?
Named fragrances. Like, I've never heard of these. Like, I've never heard of Pavarotti until you came up with it.
Supposedly,
honestly, mate, you've just got you don't look for them. You don't look for them. I do. I'll put in the comments as well somewhere where you can buy it. And if you tell them I sent you,
does it really smell like Drakkar Noir?
Not hugely.
Because
not to me.
It's saying that it smells like Drakkar Noir.
No, it doesn't smell like that to me. If you go to this website that I'm putting in, oh God, I hate this fucking thing. Les Parfumières.
I see a lot of people like that Dior Gris Dior.
Yes, thank you. That's my favorite.
It just never worked for me.
Hey,
yeah, it didn't work. Not for me either. I've got to be honest.
It was like a rubbery rose patch.
I mean, Gris Dior is awesome to me. Like, that's my signature scent. If I had to choose one, that would be me.
I can't find anything remotely awesome about it.
And I think that's why I love it. I think that's why I love it.
Why? Like, what's appealing to you?
It's just so...
Like, it's almost a metallic rose, right?
It is a metallic rose. Yes, it is a metallic rose. And I just feel like it's champagne in a bottle. And it's sparkling. It's fizzy.
I get that sparkling. I get that grayness. It's something to it.
I love that it's right in the middle. Like, to me, it's not feminine, not masculine. It's just there. Like, I feel it's perfect. To me, it's poetry in a bottle. And I feel regal whenever I spray it on. It's like, yeah, this is
let me get my bottle.
You're gonna make me fetch my Gris Montagne, my Gris Dior.
Go on then. We'll have a battle.
Rich, have you tried Quorum?
Yes.
Yeah,
I've got a vintage Quorum as well. That's an oak moss bomb. That gave me a reaction.
Gave you a reaction.
That's
really?
how. Yeah, but I had an 80s bottle. I had an original, like an original release bottle from like the first formulation, and it brought us out in a rash. And I was sneezing and stuff like that. It was fabulous. I wouldn't change it for the world. But next time I spray it, I'm going to spray it on clothes.
Well, I have one, but I don't know what's. I mean, it's probably the reformulated one, but I do have one. I should probably check the batch code.
You know what it reminds me of? Grape. I get like a grape juice from this.
Yes. There is a lot of grape and metallic-y note from the top.
Something
pencil shavings, powder, chocolate dusting. What else do I get? I get a little bit of Play-Doh sometimes, depending on how much I spray. I will get a Play-Doh-y, plasticky smell. Again, a lot of effervescent, champagne-y like feeling, the fizzy quality of champagne. I adore it. That's beautiful. And then the rose is and mind you, I don't think it's a lot of rose. I think it's supported by jasmine more than rose. It says, I tried hard to want to love it. That's Aperol Spritz.
That's exactly how I felt. Like, it was nice, but nothing moving.
Unoffensive, pleasant. Okay.
Yeah, unoffensive.
And I think that's why I like it. It's just it's interesting without being too in your face. And it's present without being too bombastic. And you know what? I think I have an emotional attachment to Gris Montagne, because Gris Montagne was, I believe.
Look at this. So many contrasting opinions. And that's great. I love that so many people disagree.
It's wonderful. So Gris Montagne for me was my first dive into what is the private blends of the designers. And I was on the fence about it because at the time I was starting my journey in the fragrance world, and I was wearing the bro-ish scents and the masculines, and Gris Dior or Gris Montagne felt like on the verge or on the line of being feminine. So to me, I think this is the scent that kind of like broke the scale and tipped me a little bit into trying and opening my mind to try other scents. So yeah, that's my story with Gris Montagne.
To me, it smells too much Airwicky, like one of those air fresheners, those Glade plugins.
I'm sorry, but that's what Nishane Ani smells like.
Really?
Yes, like a Bath and Body Works candle.
Yeah, Vanilla Bomb.
So,
this is way more plug-in to me than Ani.
I don't know. I feel that I don't know. Plug-in Glade, like a
almost
like
Hermes's Iris Yukoi. That has the same kind of effect. That very fresh.
A similar one would be Bottega Veneta, and you like Bottega Veneta.
Sorry? I love Bottega Veneta.
Bottega Veneta is similar to Gris Montagne or Gris Dior.
I don't get that at all.
I mean, the spray both at the same time, and they'll blend in, and they'll probably be equal. Where Bottega Veneta is different is in the leather quality, because Bottega Veneta leans leather.
Powdery iris. This is a sharp floral rose.
But you spray them on side by side, and you'll get the same effect. Ani's way too sweet. Agreed. Yeah, Ani, I don't like. I mean, I like Ani. It's fun, playful.
Yeah, it's fun. It's not serious.
People pleasing. It's like, okay, Absolutely. I'll just wear this because it smells nice. But then again, I feel like I'm wearing Bath and Body Works by the fireplace, or not by the fireplace. What's it called? The marshmallow one, Marshmallow Fireside. And it's like, no.
Duncan, I think he's talking about the woman's Bottega Veneta.
Yeah, the ladies' Bottega Veneta, not the forum.
It's much more interesting than the men's. The men's are all fine.
Have you tried the Eau de Velour? Bottega Veneta Eau de Velour?
No, I only know the original.
Very nice. Lovely. It has rose and it has plum with the leather. It's very, very nice. So you should try that one.
So with this new release by Dior, Tobac Collar, what are your feelings now? Like, are you finally gonna agree with my sentiments of Dior going into the shitter? Or like, I know this is hard for you to hear.
Let's take it slowly. Take me slowly. Take me gently.
Okay, we're gonna hold your hand and we're gonna walk through this.
You gotta walk me through this. I honestly have to say, the documentary, the Nose documentary.
I haven't seen it yet, but I do want to watch it.
Oh my God, that was a disappointment. Like, just pure disappointment.
That's all I've heard from people.
Did you get your hopes up for it? Did you think it was going to be good?
I thought it'd be an amazing I mean, it's a fragrance documentary. I really had very high expectations for it. I thought I'd see the magician at work and Demashi at the lab combining and blending things and doing stuff, or maybe taking me to see, like the essential oils, the synthetics. It's a landscape documentary. They take us to like different sourcing places, and they show us Demashi fanning the blotters. It's very.
Who do you think the documentary was meant for? Who are they focusing on?
They're focusing on Demashi as
No, what people? Was it for fragrance enthusiasts? Was it just for Dior clientele? Like,
I can't even answer that question. You know who made a good blurb or a good article about the documentary was Persolace.
Yeah.
Yes, he wrote about it in his blog.
Right.
Read what he says. I couldn't agree more with what he wrote.
Okay. I didn't read it.
Like, even for the fun of it, I would have wanted an experience. Like, I got more from the Chanel No. 5 advertisement. Like, you know that there was a campaign where they were showing Marion Cotillard at the lab with Olivier Poge, and they showed around of the lab. Of course, it's all made up, but I think I got a little bit more feeling out of that commercial than from the hour 10-minute documentary that I spent my time on, and I feel that I wasted. So I'm sorry for those who feel offended. I know that there's
and you're the biggest Dior fanboy around, right?
Huh?
And you're the biggest Dior fanboy around.
I mean, not the biggest.
Not like you're coming at a place of hate.
Yeah, this is not coming. I mean, I love my Dior. Like, if I had to choose my designer between Chanel and Dior, then I'd lean towards Dior because I feel more reflected.
Yeah.
In some of the fragrances or offerings from Dior. But yeah. If it's a shit, it's a shit. Like, I can't really say anything else, you know. I have to acknowledge it.
So how many more releases like this is it going to take for you to say, yup?
You know what? It's
they've totally gone off the tracks.
It's an evolution, Eugene. I think it's an evolution, and I think that you have to reach a certain level of maturity to make yourself fit into the shoes of Chanel in this case. We're comparing Dior with Chanel, right? I think that Dior is still on the playful juvenile side of things, which in my opinion is a little bit more I don't want to say accessible, playful, but maybe just relatable, you know. Like, I identify myself more with the offerings of Dior because of that. They're less challenging, they demand less character. They're fun because they're not boring either. They're creative.
They're not. Yeah, they're not boring. They're still really well made.
Really well made. So like, yeah, I'm getting what I need from Dior at the moment. For Chanel, I need to have a certain attitude, or I don't want to stereotypically say like Chanel is too snobbish, because it's not really the case. But I don't know. It demands a character.
Yeah. Like, I honestly, I still love Dior and everything they do, but you know, my first impression is like, this is the best they got. Like, you only have one chance at this, you know, one chance. You know, you can't take it back. Well, Dior always does take it back and they redo it. But, you know, first impression is everything. And I'm always like, man, I wanted so much more. I know they're capable of so much more, and this is what they're releasing.
I think Dior is lacking direction. That is what I could possibly say in my very humble and totally unexperienced opinion. It's lacking a north, a direction.
Yeah,
Chanel knows where it's going. Chanel knows what it is. Chanel is a well-established company and brand.
Yeah.
And they stand for something. I think that Dior is just all over the place. And Dior is trying to be mass appealing while maintaining a certain prestige and trying to be casual without being too casual. And
the thing with Dior is right. Chanel is owned outright by the same people and has been since Chanel died, and Dior isn't self-owned. Dior is one of many companies under the LVMH brand, and they are treated as one of many, and not treated the way that Chanel is. Chanel is treated with more care, and frankly, they've got more prestige now. Chanel, the gap between Chanel and Dior is massive over the last 5 years, over the last 10 years, we'll say.
I believe Dior is backed by much more money than Chanel is, so they have much more capabilities to do finer things which they choose not.
Dior can be as fucking worth as much money as they fucking want. They're still shit. And the fact of the matter is that that's just the way of the world. Like money doesn't guarantee you quality. Quality guarantees you quality, right? Something being good is different from something that sells. All you've got to look at is fucking all you've got to look at is like blue fragrances, like Sauvage. Sauvage is dog shit. Sauvage is fucking awful, right? But it sells a shit ton because people are interested. Because people, it's got that toxic mix, right? That I would call a toxic mix of it being a prestige brand in inverted commas, a prestige brand with great marketing, right, and not an offensive smell, right, and a nice color of the bottle. I'm absolutely certain the color blue has something to do with why blokes want to fucking wear it, right, because it's blue, right. The fact is, right, like somebody said before that Dior hasn't released a great fragrance since Dior Homme, right? It depends how you define great, but I would go on to say Leather Rude's a great fragrance. What's the other one? Queer Canage is a great fragrance.
I take Mitza. I take Mitza. Do you like Mitza?
Yeah,
Mitza's all right. Mitza's all right. I've got better ambers.
You got better ambers.
I've got better ambers than Mitsudo. Vetiver's a vetiver. There's absolutely no way I'm paying that for a vetiver fragrance.
What about Granville?
Sorry?
Granville.
Granville.
I'm sorry, I'm trying to say it in the Spanish-French accent.
Granville. I can't remember it, to be honest with you.
I can't remember Granville either.
It's grassy.
I can't remember Granville off the top of my head.
Was it like a citrusy eau de cologne?
Citrusy, grassy,
greeny. It was very green.
Yeah.
I remember it being nicer, like one of the nicer releases.
I hope Rich does not love me less because I love Dior.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Probably more because you love Dior. Mate, I'll tell you one thing. The most fragrances I've got are from Dior. I've got about 21 different fragrances from Dior.
21 fragrances from Dior. There you go. Wow.
No, it's not. It's not 21. No, I've got 21 bottles, but I've got about 15 fragrances. I love collecting vintage Dior. I've got a vintage bottle of Fahrenheit, the original one, and it does literally smell like you've got petrol on your hands. I've got all the Fahrenheit flankers apart from the 2008, 2006, and 2007. I've got,
I guess, right?
I've got Dior Homme Parfum, Dior Homme Intense. I'll tell you one thing. This will make you jealous unless you've got one too. I have got a silver stem Dior Homme.
Oh, I was this
I've
close
got two.
This close, but I couldn't. I have the reformulated crap.
I've got that one as well.
No, the reformulated is better than the original.
Piss the fuck off. Absolutely fucking not.
2011 is better than the 2005.
Why would you say
no chance?
I prefer
Why would you say such a thing?
But what year was it released? 2007, right? Was it?
05.
2005.
05? That was Olivier Paul.
Yeah. Yes, it was. It's better. It's better because it's more defined. It's like the separation of the notes is like you can smell everything, rather than like Demachy's reformulation, which is just like a melange. He does that a lot, Demachy.
Yes.
He makes everything smell like one note.
I agree. Like the blend.
And it's over blended. I would disagree with you. He over blends these perfumes to the point where you can't distinguish something from what, and these perfumes don't develop either. All of these perfumes are very linear. I
agree with that.
I
don't think that
linear statement either. But
I think they develop quite nicely, especially the privé.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Not on me. Not the ones I've got. Not the ones on me. I'll tell you the 5 I've got. The 6 I've got. I've got Cologne Royale. I've got Patchouli Imperial. I've got Cuillère Bois d'Argent, and Amber Nuit and Leather Rude. I would get a bottle of Eau Noir, but it's rare. It's rare. It's a rare beast. That
I don't like.
There was a You don't like it?
No, I find it too.
Have you
actually?
It's another syrupy, goopy perfume,
and that's what I was gonna say. I think it's in the same ballpark as Topicler. I'd probably place those two in the same.
Have you, David? Have you smelled the colognes, the original Eau de Cologne releases?
No. I came in late to the game, so I haven't really been able to.
Right. If you can get a chance to sniff any of those, I would. They might change your mind about Demachi when you see what other people have done for Dior. Because one of the reasons I really don't like Demachi is that he's put his names on other people's work that they've done for Dior. That is an outrageous thing to do. It's pretty for me personally, that's pretty unforgivable.
Let me ask you this, both of you guys. Do you guys think that he's really the perfumer or he's the face of the brand? Because a lot of these, like, there is no aesthetic that runs through these. You know, they all smell quite different. Unlike Chanel, you know, you can always tell it's Chanel. They have, they use the same notes, the aldehydes. I don't get that in Dior's last 10 or 15 Privé. And sometimes I doubt that, or I question who's the real perfumer behind these. What do you guys think about that? Is there a possibility he may not be the perfumer?
I think he might be the perfumer. I just think, again, he doesn't have a mission, vision, or specific goal for Dior. In the documentary, and I'm just basing these comments from the documentary, he said that he took inspiration from the people, namely women, he met. So they made him like a type of gigolo. I don't want to say gigolo, but he thinks he's a sort of gigolo. And supposedly
that sounds about right. Yeah,
his inspiration to create perfume. He wants to dress these women in his creations, and I think that's really the missing link there. You know, like he doesn't really have an aesthetic as far as Dior branding goes. Not like Chanel, that you have a stiff stick up the arse and then
get it.
You know? Perfect analogy. Chanel is
sensational.
Yep.
Chanel is very stiff. Chanel is very elegant, regal. You have to stand up straight. You can't have slouch shoulders. You have to keep your posture, be proud, and look over everybody and everything. And then you have this character, right? You have to pretend, or at least live the character. Dior, I don't know. Dior is like the shadow boy, like looking at Chanel and trying to create something that's
like this,
appeasable to everybody, and that's perhaps relatable. Like they're trying to create, I think, what would be something relatable to someone who doesn't have the means to be like that.
They definitely have the means, and more so than Chanel. They have everything that Chanel has. Just the backing.
No, they don't.
Louis Vuitton.
No, they don't. They don't have everything that Chanel has.
They must have.
They don't. No, they don't. They've got money. They've got money, but that doesn't mean that they've got the know-how.
They must have the connections.
Sorry?
They must have the connections.
They can have as many connections as they want. They don't know how to use it, and they're no good.
Well, that's their
They don't know how to use it. There's no leadership. As somebody said before, there's no leadership at Dior, and there is leadership at Chanel. Chanel have got a set aesthetic, and they've got a set, that is Chanel, and they shall not deviate from that. You should not expect any surprises from Chanel. You will always get
their next 30 years already planned out. So 30 years from now, they already know what's going to be released. Unless, unlike Dior, they're playing catch up. They're watching Chanel, and that's what they're creating from.
Dior is, like I said, Dior is one company of many owned by one of, if not the biggest company in the world. It's obviously not like as a fashion brand and stuff like that. They aren't given the attention that Chanel are given, right? Chanel, everything is geared towards Chanel. At LVMH, right? They are more interested in the L, the LV, and the M and the H. Do you know what I mean? Like, just to bring up the stream, like they are one of many. They are under an umbrella. Right, they don't have like Chanel, right? Have got expertise. Chanel have got one of the best perfumers. I say the best perfumer of his generation, but he's not the perfumer. He's the master of ingredients, and that's Christopher Sheldrake. Right now, who is the master of ingredients for Dior? It's fucking Francois Demachy. So he's doing two people's jobs, right? And by the way, Demachy isn't as good as Polge the Elder, Polge the Younger, or Sheldrake. Right, so he's not as good as any of those, but he's trying to do the job of all three of them.
I believe he was the master of ingredients when he was with Chanel. He was underneath Polge, the way Sheldrake is now.
Yeah, but the thing is, right? The thing is that under Demachy, they released two of the biggest flops they've ever released.
Which is Sauvage.
One of the no, I'm talking about when Demachy. I'm talking about when Demachy was at when Demachy was at Chanel.
Egoist?
Yeah. Egoist, one of the biggest flops I've ever had.
He also collaborated on Teos, right?
I think that's an urban myth.
I've read.
I haven't seen anything.
He collaborated in.
Yeah, I've read that before as well, but I don't know if that was true because I don't know how long he was there. I'll tell you, I've told my theory about Demachy at Dior, and I'll tell you my theory again about Demachy. I think Francois Demachy, when he creates a perfume, what he's been told to do, I think he's a chemical engineer. I think he knows how to. I think he knows all the chemicals. I think he develops his own, what do you call them, captive molecules for Dior, and that's how they use all that money. They make their own stuff to keep it all in house, right? But I think Demachy is a chemical engineer, and what they do is they use artificial intelligence to come up with suggestions of what they should make that will sell, and it's based on data that they've collected.
On Facebook,
and it's based on.
I'm gonna horseback ride on that comment, and I will agree that Demachy is effectively a chemical engineer, a master chemical
very
engineer.
Technical, but
very technical. He lacks creativity. I think that's his missing link.
I don't think he's a perfumer. Yeah, I don't think he's a perfumer. I think what he is somebody who, what they do is they do all these focus groups and they collect data about what's popular on the market and what's going to be popular and what other companies do as well that's been popular. And then what Demachy does, he plugs it into the AI. The AI like comes back to him and says, this, and this are going to be popular. This was popular for another company. This is what we can do. This is how we can do it. Now you go away and actually make it. And that's why it feels soulless, because it's created by an algorithm, but it still sells a shit ton because the algorithm knows what the people want, because it follows the data. It's data. I'm telling you, it's data driven. Perfume. That's what it feels like. That's what it smells like. Because when you compare, like, I'm into vintage, as we know, and when this is before all like the computers and everything I came in, everything I smell has got, whether you would think it was good or not, you wouldn't be able to deny that it had personality.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, you can think it's all shite, as like me and Eugene have already said tonight. We think all of like we've got like we're chalk and cheese. Our perfume like things, but it overlaps in some cases, and we agree on like certain principles as well. But like the stuff he's got and the stuff I've got, I don't know David as well, so I can't say. It sounds like he's got good stuff, but it's like it's based on like personality and soul and creativity and like know-how, but like old-fashioned know-how. People who like Frederick Malle, one of Eugene's favorite brands, right? He says all the time, right? That he doesn't like the way the perfume industry's going. Does he not?
Right.
That's what he said.
Right.
Yeah, he doesn't like. So what he wants, he goes back, right? He goes back and he says, "I want to do things the way things used to be." I think they're dropping loads of hints, right, throughout the business that perfume is changing and that it's not as good as it used to be, which is one of the main reasons I got into vintage. Sorry,
you know what's the
for
problem
that diatribe.
No, you're fine. You're fine. I'll agree with you, and I have to say that it probably has to do with the whole diversity thing going on with the current culture and society. Like, people don't know themselves. So in the past, I would assume that they would create a perfume specifically tailored for a particular role or a particular person, and they would fit perfectly in that scent, and that would be their signature scent for 20, 30 years, 40 years. And that's why the perfume in a way had personality, because it had to be alive and fit the lives of these people that were structured in a way. Nowadays, everything is just so open and whack, and I don't want to
fluid
enter into a conversation of conflict, but and I guess it's also so much more accessible nowadays. Like, everybody is trying to get into perfumery. Even males are now, like, men are getting into perfumery. So it becomes less individual, and they have to create something a little bit more fleeting and mass appealing, because there's a world out there of people that they want to grab.
Yeah, do you know what it is? I would totally agree with you to say that the state of perfume reflects the state of society, and I think there's a very good argument to say that throughout time that's been true as well. That perfume, this would link into what Eugene would call as perfume as art, is that the art of a time will reflect that time.
Yeah. And we're in a very quick society right now.
And Eugene,
we're in it.
Record this.
Sorry?
I think that's why Le Lion would be a masterpiece in this day and age.
I truly think it is.
Because it caters a specific niche people.
Right.
It doesn't really cater to everybody.
Lacking in. They lack personality. They're very inoffensive, which today's society wants to be. You don't want to offend any. Even though everybody's offended, we all cry, politically correct and don't offend anybody, and we cancel people. But it seems like the longer we're going about, these are becoming more and more inoffensive, and they're becoming easier to wear. These are less inoffensive than 80s perfumes, 80s designer perfumes. Like, they're less inoffensive than Fahrenheit, less inoffensive than Enteus, stuff that you could find on a shelf everywhere. And this is exclusive perfume, which when it was released and created, the whole idea for it was to compete with niche, to compete with the arts, to compete with creativity, to give the perfumer a palette and put it on a showpiece. And that's not what it is anymore.
Do you think that vintages will disappear?
Well,
by the nature of time.
Yeah.
Like
just by the nature of,
or I don't know. I'm trying to think of.
Oh, do you mean that the vintages will disappear, as in the stuff that was produced then, but it's still being produced now?
Currently, something like Amarige, like Givenchy Amarige. Ladies nowadays,
right?
You don't smell ladies wearing Amarige anymore, unless they're in a different age category.
Yeah, unless they used to wear it when it was first released, right?
Right. So something like Amarige, would it exist 10, 20 years from now, or would they discontinue it because it doesn't have the popularity that it had?
Right. Well, I mean, if that was the case, Mitsuko, Shalimar, Jiki, those would have been long gone by now. But it's the stuff that's selling today that is holding those things and keeping them alive.
Nahima is not in the Guerlain website, or at least when I last checked, it was not on the Guerlain website.
I think Nahima was discontinued because not so much that it wasn't selling, but more so the being able to source the oils. That's my personal opinion.
So it has.
I know where to get some Nahima if anybody wants any.
Otherwise, they would have discontinued Shamad, probably Samsara as well.
So they finally discontinued Nahima. Is that like an official statement, or they haven't really made that statement?
Pure Parfum's been discontinued like 5 years ago. I think the Eau de Parfum is still available.
The Eau de Parfum, yeah. The Parfum is long gone.
I don't think it's been completely, as a line, been eviscerated.
I hope not. It's a really nice rose. I think it's.
But I know they're doing an overhaul on their bottles, on their packaging. So,
yeah. Oh god,
here they'll have a completely different look in their bottles, especially the exclusives.
Yeah.
Even the old Heritage collection, you can see that they've changed the bottles. They've put a lot of. They're using the Mitsuko bottle and the Lure Blue bottle for a lot of their oldies.
Yeah, that's another problem as well. That's another house that's gone to shit after it was bought out. Guerlain.
Yeah, they're constantly revamping and trying different things and testing.
You don't even like the Arts and Materials collection?
I like a lot of Guerlains. I've got them. What I'm saying is that they lack leadership in the same way Dior lacks leadership. Guerlain used to be better than Chanel as a perfume house, and now they're not.
I think from all exclusives, Guerlains are the weakest from all major designer brands. The Arts and Materials are the weakest, and I've always said that.
But the weakest because they're not.
I don't mean in strength or performance. I mean as like
people seeking them out
creatively. They're too simple. There's not enough depth.
I could say that from the recent one. I got a decant for Iris Torrefier, and I wasn't impressed with Iris Torrefi.
Right.
In the English format. Iris Torrefi.
I think it's beautiful, but let's say Chanel would do an Iris Torrefi, I think it would be miles apart. It would be miles ahead.
The whole Les exclusive line is an Iris based line.
Right. That's right. And there's
I know I'm picking up on the wrong point there, but what I'm saying is that like Chanel I mean, if you watch that interview of Christopher Sheldrake where he's talking about the Iris Concrete, the plant in 2005 when he started there, right, as the master of ingredients, the first thing he did was plant all those Iris fields. They keep everything in house. That and Iris takes years to grow, and then it takes years to like dry out. So they're planning, right? And basically what he said is we're going to grow enough Iris, right, that we can base an entire line on it. And not only can we base an entire line on it, it's going to be an amazing line as well, right? And what we've done is we've had the foresight and the direction, right, that we lead the market. I mean, that's horrible. It's horrible manager speak, right? But it's true. It's that they set the tempo, they set the direction because of the long-term planning they do. There is no long-term planning in fashion. Certainly in perfume, I should say, rather than fashion. But it's perfume-wise, they've got somebody there who specializes in the oversight of the long-term strategy perfume-wise. And not only that, sorry,
the brains to plan that, but they've also been able to sustain it without having to actually go and discontinue anything, which speaks volumes. How many things has Dior discontinued since their line started? Chanel has never discontinued a single one.
Yeah, because of the long-term strategy and the security of the supply,
sourcing.
Yeah. Because everything, they're a vertically integrated company.
Yeah.
Everything's in-house. That's basically what vertically integrating means, if anyone was wondering. Everything's in-house. They do everything themselves. Perfume-wise, anyway. They don't necessarily need captive molecules because everything they've got's their own anyway.
What do you think about Serge Luton, Rich?
Love Serge Luton. Absolutely love. I've got 16 bottles, 16 different fragrances of Serge Luton, and I've got multiple.
So yeah,
I love Christopher Sheldrake's my favorite perfume. Yeah.
I think that's why you have all the Serge Luton.
Yep. Yeah. I've got like 5 bottles of
Serge Luton. I really have.
Never.
No, never. I don't have experience with Serge Luton.
You've never tried a Serge?
Never tried a Serge Luton.
That's so surprising because they're not all that difficult to find.
I don't have them. Where do they sell them in Nordstrom and
Sephora carries them.
Sephora? No, not here. Not where I am, at least.
Man, you're in a major state. You're
too upscale for my community right here. You know, like
That's so fascinating.
I want to try. I think it's La Fille de Berlin or something like that.
La Fille de Berlin, yeah.
Right, that's a rose.
And the rose, yeah, because I love my roses. So that's probably the one that I want to try. And there's another one that was created by, who was the perfumer? Oh my gosh.
They have another Samajest La Rose.
Yeah, so I want to try that one too.
They're all created by Christopher Sheldrake, apart from a rare few. One of them was made by Maurice Roussel.
Maurice Roussel, yeah.
Yeah, he did one. And there's a few. That Premier Avenue's got a bottle of La Fille de Berlin, I believe. If you give us 2 seconds, I'll have a look. Because I bought all of the I was telling everybody to get on Vetiver Oriental as soon as I bought all that bottles. That was a bloody stupid thing to do. Give us 2 minutes, we'll have a look.
Have you tried the most recent release?
No.
I think that Persola's actually reviewed it in one of his lives.
Yeah. I think he did, yeah.
I also want to try Féminine Dubois. There's also another one in my radar.
Have you tried? Oh, well, obviously you haven't. I was going to say, have you tried Fia Nagil?
No.
Well, obviously you haven't. I'm a stupid man for bloody even asking that.
I've not tried any. So I don't.
Yeah, I know. That's why I know you already. I know you already said, and I'll still ask you anyway.
You're fine. You're fine.
What
the latest,
I'm
yeah.
looking. There's
the original Féminine Dubois. Mm-hmm.
The Féminine Dubois.
Did you know that, Duck?
Did I know what?
Sheldrake and Bourdon did Féminine Dubois.
That doesn't surprise us. Bourdon's my second favorite perfumer. He's done all the. He did all the Creed fragrances.
Big fan of Cool, are you?
Well, no, I'm a big fan of Green Irish Tweed, which he did as well. I'm a big fan of. Sorry?
Creed, I'm sorry.
You don't like Creed? No.
No. I mean, I got a gift. Someone gave me the Aventus, or the Aventus.
Aventus, that's right.
Aventus, and yeah, you know, it's okay. Like, fine.
Yeah, I think it's okay as well.
Sentimental value, so I cherish it. I love it for what it means to me, but not because I enjoy wearing it. And I don't think it justifies the $400, $500 price range for Creed. I'd rather wear something else for $500.
Yeah, we don't pay that much over here.
So I'm I'm not bougie like Christopher Sheldrake or Serge Luton's.
Yeah, the Rudy, what you asking us to tell you more about? And I will speak.
David, which was the last Dior that you really enjoyed from the exclusive range?
Oof. Well, I'm torn between Saint Noir and
You like both Santal Noir and Oud Rosewood.
Oud Rosewood, yeah. I'm torn between those two, really.
As far as preference?
As far as preference. And I think I lean more towards Santal Noir, because Santal Noir is I think more my character than Oud Rosewood. Oud Rosewood, I think, demands an attitude of a hairy-chested man that that doesn't care or doesn't give an F about anything.
Yeah,
it's that burnt tire smell, almost gasoline-like. It has the citrusy quince in there, but just faintly,
just like a hint of it.
Yeah, it's
right.
I don't know. Oud Rosewood for me is when I want to feel like very masculine. I'm here and I'm conquering and sit down and don't touch anything, don't look at anything, and all the good stuff you say. That's Oud Rosewood for me.
Yeah.
Santal Noir is a little bit more.
Oud Rosewood and both Santal Noir for me were so underwhelming, and it's like you gotta wear them a million times and finally say, all right, all right, I can live with this, but first impressions are so underwhelming. But like anything, you can wear Savage a million times and say, all right, this is not bad. I can see some comfort in this. But
I'd say you liked Oud Rosewood the first time you tried it, because I saw your reaction with what's his name?
I thought King? So too. Yeah, King.
Like you liked Oud Rosewood. It's just that you always find something to compare.
I wanted something more. I wanted something exciting.
Like
something
Nuit to you is more exciting than Oud Rosewood.
Sorry?
Nuit de Feu for you would be more exciting.
Oh, absolutely, yeah, because it has like poo particles in it,
And that's the thing, yeah. It's just a dirty, that dirty thing going on.
You did not like Nuit de Feu, right?
I mean, I enjoy the artistry. I wouldn't wear it fully on me. Like, it just feels dirty. So I prefer cleaner, transparent, airy, non-offensive, interesting scents. I don't want to make like a bold statement like I'm here, respect me. I want to be subtle, and I want to be interesting. Like, I don't want to just be the Spice Bomb Sauvage dude. I want to be that, I don't know, character.
I want to be different.
Just different.
Yeah.
And I don't want to wear like Antaeus and fill the room and then all of a sudden like just, who are you? What are you doing here? No.
Yeah. Where that hairy chest come from?
Yeah.
People get the fire extinguisher out when you walk in the room. They're like, oh, that's right.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Oh man.
That's not me. So again, it's a matter of character and personality, and I'd rather wear.
Yeah, you're totally right. You're absolutely right, and there is something for everybody as well. That's one of the best things about the perfumes, and the perfumes now as well was slated a lot, but there is something for everybody in perfume now, and it's good, and it's actually better when you have different opinions from other people. We're very accepting of other people's differences in the fragrance community.
Someone saying, be different, wear Spice Blend. I did not like Spice Blend.
I actually like Spice Blend a lot.
Spice Blend smells sweaty on me, like a sweaty.
Oh shit!
Sweaty person in the highest heat of summer, and then you're on a deck, and then there's booze, and then you don't know where you're at. And
curry.
Just sweaty and sticky and muggy, and then.
There's nothing special about Spice Blend, but for me it works. It's like how Gris Dior works for you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
Like take Ombre Nuit, add some booze, and you get Spice Blend.
Yeah, they're both woody, oriental patchoulis.
Yeah. And I think that's why I don't like Ombre Nuit either. Like, I mean, it's not.
You don't like Ombre Nuit?
I have.
Bloody hell! That's
how are you a
time I've heard that.
Are you sure you're a Dior fanboy?
I am a Dior fanboy. Again, I have the 40 ml. I can get it for you, and I'll wear it every now and then. But it's not my favorite.
To me, Ombre Nuit, Spice Blend, Mitza, and Santal Noir are all in the same family.
I like Mitza. I like Santal Noir.
So you like the heavier range.
Yeah, I like the heavier range.
The other two are a little bit lighter.
Yeah, and I don't know. They don't move me into anything. They don't. I think they lack emotion, for me at least. Ombre Nui is a masterpiece.
For me, Santal Noir was emotional. It was just too butch and rugged. There was no romance in there, and I like butch. Like
Santal Noir for me is very steady. To me, it's very calming, and I think it's also the fact. I think Rich mentioned this before. The Dior fragrances don't drastically change. Like they do change, but it's ever so slightly, and I think that particularly Santal Noir is very linear. And I think that's what I like about Santal Noir. It doesn't carry surprises. It doesn't challenge my mind. My mind is not going places. It's just steady. And I know what to expect with Santal Noir. It's like, okay.
But isn't that what you want in the fragrance? Is that distraction?
Sometimes. But the world is so chaotic.
And sometimes not as well, yeah.
That you sometimes need grounding. You need to stop and just say, okay, focus on just one thing. And that's what Santal Noir is for me. It's that grounding, be in your lane kind of like fragrance.
Yeah, just be aware, consciously aware.
Yeah, just exist. Everything is fine. You smell good. You don't have to worry about you smell good. I don't know. It's, again, to me, that linearity is what makes Santal Noir special.
What about this fragrance?
Which one?
On the screen.
Leather Oud. No.
I love Leather Oud.
Barf on that.
Barf for Ram, all right.
I tried it. I'll tell you this story. I was in.
All right, see you later. I can't hear this anymore.
Oh no! Censored and paused. Okay, so I was in Panama working for a company, and I was just about getting to know these private blends, and I had no idea what I was spraying on. They only had the testers for Leather Oud, Oud Ispahan, and I don't know. I think it was ground beef.
Which?
Ground beef.
Oh, it sounded like you're saying ground beef.
No, not ground beef.
I thought it was Granville.
Granville. So I was like, okay, well, let's try them out, because I thought that, being Dior and being the private blends, these would be like very particular scents. And I had just come out from the Chanel boutique, and I wasn't really impressed with the Les Exclusifs at the time. And the first one I went for is like Leather Oud, because supposedly it was the most masculine. Mind you, I was still at work, supposedly. I was just at a lunch break. And I sprayed it on without mercy. I think I did like 2-3 sprays. And I couldn't stand it. And I tried scrubbing it off. It wouldn't scrub off. It was just dreadful. And I had to come back to the office. And it was a closed space. I was like, I was panicking. I was like, I don't know what I'm going to do. So first impressions, not quite the greatest. So I never went back to it. It's like
mine were very similar to that.
Not for me.
My first encounter with Dior Leather Oud is my friend Andrew sent me a decant. He's like, "You've never tried Dior Privé?" Oh my God. Like, how can you be a fraghead and never try Privé? Because it was so hard for us to get them here in Canada. Like, you couldn't. We didn't have a retail spot. So he sent me a bunch of decants from whatever he had. And I wore it to work one day. My first anything with Leather Oud. And I was like, oh my God, I smell like a damn stable, like a barnyard.
Yeah.
Like full on barnyard. I've never encountered anything like that. And it was a Saturday, so I worked a half day, and I was going to my mom's for lunch. It was like this planned thing. And I remember driving home, and the windows were rolled up, and it was just like, I think it was almost spring, so it was starting to get warm in the car, and I was like, like I was getting the dry heaves. I was like, oh my God, this is so nasty. So I got to my mom's for lunch, and she had people there, and like, I didn't want to go and hug any of like the relatives or friends. I was like, I'm going to make somebody throw up, or they're going to say I smell like shit.
Yeah.
And
that's the experience right there. And it's just,
and the next day I wanted a bottle. Like I said, I need to get a bottle of this stuff.
it makes me very self-conscious. And if it makes me very self-conscious, I don't know, I become very sensible to that scent. So it has to be very, I can respect it for the artistry, and I can respect the people that wear it. I mean, sure, more power to them, but it's just not for me.
So I got a bottle, and it was like, the bottle is dated 1 year after the release, the date release of Leather Oud. And I've never since got that same reaction. I don't know if my bottle is the same or it's the reformulated one, or if it's my nose that's just kind of said, all right, I'm used to this. I accept you. I love you. And, you know, you're welcome here. But that's...
It's almost certainly your nose. Like, your nose changes more than perfume in a bottle.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah.
But it's still, you know, it's still funky. I still get the pissy aspects. Castoreum, civet.
Le Lion has a little bit of pissy stink too. Like it's I don't know. Something in it smells like
piss?
Like piss, yeah.
Does it totally smells like a urinal cake?
I think Duck is a pisser right now. I can hear the echo. Duck, two flaps. If I'm right.
Something in Le Lion smells like piss. I don't know what it is.
I think by far Le Lion is the most daring Chanel. By far.
Yeah, absolutely. That's a statement right there. I think that Rich needs to give it a break. One more break, at least.
Give it a break. Give Le Lion a break.
I'd like to see him wear it for a week straight and then come up with a consensus.
Yeah.
Well,
the nose changes, and he'll adapt to it.
The nose change. Maybe you never know. I might think less of it.
Not possible, man. You haven't said.
Oh God. Sorry.
Not possible.
Le Lion is the closest we will get to a Chanel Oud. That's what Time to Musk Up says.
I hope you're right about that. There's just so much oud on the market. It's like, is there actually? Can you imagine what Chanel would do with oud? That could be interesting. Like, where would they take?
Thoroughly sick of oud. You'd get an oud iris. That's what you'd get. You'd get an oud iris.
An aldehyde.
He's not off.
Aldehydic oud iris. Yeah, totally.
That's right.
Okay, let's maybe hypothesize here. I don't know if that's the right word.
All right, let's go there. Let's be scientists, right?
Let's be scientists. What would be a groundbreaking fragrance or release? What would make things different enough to call it not just unique but also original?
Right. I would go for one thing that you need to have. You need to have contrast in it. You need to have contrasting, like a contrasting top and mid, so that there is development.
Okay.
So whatever you start off with, you could go for something like a mint oud. You know what I mean? Do something outrageous.
Did that.
Sorry?
Cartier just did that. Chanel would never. They just released the mint oud. Like
outrageous. Yeah. That's outrageous. A mint oud.
I think Dior will release another oud before Chanel does ever.
I think that Dior will not release any more ouds for a little while.
Surprised, man.
I think the next release by Dior will be Eden Rock, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
And I think that's going to be a freshie.
Apparently it's a rose.
It's a rose? Yes. Thank you. I think that Demachi...
Dior are pointing their sights at China. That's what they're doing. They're targeting China. You can smell it in all of their new perfumes. They're all light and wispy, and they are targeted towards a new audience. They are not European-esque fragrances.
That's true. That's very true. But I think that's the audience that everybody's trying to appeal to.
This has been happening.
It's where the growth is now. It's where the money is now.
Yeah. It's like they have to go with the money. So I think
Europe's going to become the museum of the world if we're not careful. And I include Britain in that. We need to change up the way we work.
Prada exclusive line, the Le Mirage.
I have not tried the Pradas. No,
I've tried a few. They're okay. Nothing stand out for me, but they're nice. I think one or two were stand out. Nothing else.
I think that's how I feel about most Pradas. They're nice. Like, they're nice.
Yeah.
They're nice, but I'm not opening my wallet for Prada.
Yeah, that's how I feel about them too. It's like, okay, if I had to buy something, I'd probably find something better in Hermes or Chanel or Dior. Those are my three go-tos. And then I'm leaning a lot to Guerlain just recently, but
like a classic heritage,
like as a classic, yeah, just like vintagey. Again,
yeah.
Nahima.
That's your best bet.
Abbey Rouge, Abbey Rouge. Which other one did I get?
Try Vol de Nuit.
I haven't purchased Vol de Nuit, not yet.
Try. I think you'll like Vol de Nuit.
Yeah.
You like number 19?
I love number 19.
Then I think you'll like Vol de Nuit.
I love number 19. And I have the Poudre right now, but I want to get the Eau de Parfum.
Okay. Do you have the EDT?
No. I think I'd rather have the Eau de Parfum.
Yeah, you're probably better off.
Yeah. But number 19 is beautiful. I do like it. Do you find Cristal to be like number 19? Or have a resemblance with number 19?
No.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yes and no in feeling and vintage feeling, yeah. But in far as smells and colors and textures, no. Like, number 19 is very green. Yeah. Very powdery.
But
iris,
Cristal
lily of the valley, galbanum. Cristal is like hyacinth, yeah. Oak moss, vetiver, very crispy. No. In feeling, yeah. Like in that old vintage vibe, yeah, sure. But I don't think they smell like.
Has Duck smelled Cristal?
Yes, I have. Green. Like not hugely. I'm not a big fan of. I'm not a big fan. Yeah. The thing with Chanel is they do chypres a lot, and I'm not a huge fan of a chypre. I'm much more of a fan of a fougere.
It's just so you like. Yeah.
Yeah, fougères are more masculine leaning, I feel, and chypres are more geared towards women.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not a big chypre fan, if I'm honest. Right, I'm gonna have to go because I'm falling asleep. Gentlemen, it's been an absolute pleasure.
All righty.
Thank you so much. It's been an honor for me.
Thank you.
Guys.
I'll let you see yourself out.
I will do. Thank you. Good night. Goodbye. Nice to talk to you, David. Cheers.
Likewise, Rich. Thank you so much.
Cheers, lads. Ta-ra. See you, Eugene.
See you, man. Thanks for coming on.
All right.
Then there was two.
And there were two.
I think we're alone now.
Boo-hoo.
All right. So is there anything that you're looking forward to?
As far as Dior? Are we still talking Dior?
Yeah. Or perfume in general.
Perfume in general. I don't know. I really don't know what to expect. I think that everything is becoming so complacent and so...
Well, that's
underwhelming.
the feeling you get when you smell so many things, right? Like,
yeah, like there's
when you've been around for years and years and years, and you've got hundreds of bottles.
And I think that's what happened with this. If I had not had experience with Black Phantom, I'd probably say this is a masterpiece.
Really?
But because I knew Black Phantom first, then yeah. Like
So
it
I've
just felt
never
redundant.
smelled Black Phantom.
Huh?
I've never smelt Black Phantom. There might be a possibility that I'll like that.
Yeah.
But then I hear how sweet it is, and I'm totally turned off.
Someone I shared opinions with said that Black Phantom is a little bit more masculine leaning than this one.
Okay.
This one is probably a bit more unisex, and she would dare wear this more. And she likes this more than Black Phantom because for her it's a little easier to wear. To me, it's the same experience. I get the same thing. So I'd rather stay with Black Phantom.
Do you find Santal Noir sweet?
I find it dry.
Okay.
I find it dry.
Too.
It does have some sweetness.
Like for me, it's on a sickly sweet level.
Not sickly sweet for me. No.
It's this high-pitched, arrogant sweet.
It doesn't choke me sweet. So it's, I wouldn't call it like gourmand break tooth kind of like sweet. No.
I find it like goopy and drippy as well.
I find Ombre Nuit to be more sweet than Santal Noir.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So this is more sweet than...
Because...
This is more sweet than Santal Noir.
Absolutely. Yeah. This goes... In the scale of sweet, yeah, this is more towards Fève and Ombre Nuit and that...
Is it so? Did you say it was sweeter than Fève, or about the same?
No. Fève is the definition of sweet. Fève is like up there with a goop. Yeah, goop.
You said Fève was a 10 and this was a 7, right?
7.5 ish.
Oh man,
still sweet. Yeah, and then Ombre Nuit would be probably a 6 or a 5.5.
Ombre Nuit.
Ombre Nuit, yeah.
Okay.
So this is a level up from Ombre Nuit.
All right. Well, I'm excited. I'm excited to smell. We should probably get it anytime soon.
Just smell it and tell me what you think. It smells just like in the pictures, the marketing pictures. I don't know if you've seen them, but the fruits with the goopy, the sticky kind of like honey on top.
What I got from it was this golden dark red tobacco leaf. And I don't know what else they were trying to portray in that marketing picture.
They had like the bergamot, and I think that they had the peach. But I get apricot, and I get other dried fruits in there. It's like a dried fruit cocktail, and it does have the tobacco, but underlying, like it's not too predominant. And it has a boozy quality too, which I don't know where it's coming from. But yeah.
It's like you see that picture and you're like, oh my God, I can't wait to smell this. Like the picture is stunning. It's amazing.
It's decadent. It's a decadent picture. Like you want to taste it.
Yeah, and then you get the fragrance and you're like, oh.
It just, yeah, it was a little bit underwhelming because again, and I think that this would fit the gourmand category because Black Phantom is gourmand all the way, and I think that this is 90% Black Phantom, so I'd probably place them in a gourmand territory. Let me get the charger because I'm running out of battery.
Yeah, for sure. I'm really curious as to how many more well, I guess Fève would be the only one they can really classify as a gourmand in the Privé.
In the range of the Maison d'Or, yeah.
Yeah, so this, you would say the genre is gourmand.
Genre is
leaning Oriental.
Yeah, gourmand Oriental. That would be the category.
Woody Oriental, floral.
Yeah.
Woody Oriental. Okay.
That's what where I would place it, really. Try it. Let me know your thoughts. I know that you're going to do a review, hopefully. I think you would do a review.
I'll buy it. Like, as soon as it hits the store here, I'm going to go pick one up.
Yeah. Black Phantom is dark, bitter notes with caramel. So, yeah, this one feels kind of like that. Like,
there was something in Noir Exquise. I liked, for gourmand, I liked L'Artisan's Noir Exquise, but there was something in there specifically that threw me off, and it might have been that chestnut or hazelnut, but something I don't know. It was something toasty and
Yeah.
it was like maybe dry. It was like there's this one element I could tolerate the sweetness, but there was one element of Nordic Squeeze. I was like, ugh, it's like this weird pitch to it.
Like smelling it from the cap, like from the nozzle, it's very fruity, and you get a lot of the peach. That's predominantly what you get. But you spray it on skin, and it's
a peach, like a peach skin, peach juice,
peach fruit and juice. Yeah,
juicy,
like a peach,
like synthetic peach.
Yeah, like that peachy. Yeah, I don't want to say car freshener peach, but it's a peach that it's kind of like very synthetic peach.
Yeah, women do love this roasted chestnuts and syrupy sweet. Yeah,
I mean that's stronger with you right there. Stronger with you. I'm putting our money.
I'm not
chestnuts and syrupy sweet.
Is that what it is? Stronger with you?
Stronger with you is that, yeah. Roasted chestnuts and the syrupy sweet and the Akigala wood or whatever the what do you call it? That wood that they're using right now. It's not Akigala wood. That's oud. Amber wood. They're using a lot of amber wood right now. I haven't tried anything from L'Artisan. I want to try that Noir Exquise. And there's a few from L'Artisan.
That's what they're saying smells like Black Phantom Noir Squeeze.
Do you like Noir Squeeze?
I gave my bottle to Maria. She loved it, and I was like, "Go ahead. I'll never wear it again." Right? It was sweet and it was like a gourmand woody coffee, hazelnut, incensey, smoky. I thought it was a really well done gourmand, but just it's not.
Would you say it was like Lancôme sweet?
I much preferred it to the Lancomes, like a million miles. Yeah. I would throw those Lancomes off my balcony, like no problem. But I would wear the Noir Squeeze.
Lancôme that makes good sense. It's just very sweet.
It's like a luxury end of exclusive gourmands. It's like, who needs this?
How much the people who love La Via Belle and all these other sweet chulis.
In a world of people that have never been more obese, now they want to smell like obese. Get the fuck out of here with that shit, man. Like, we need motivation to lose weight, not gain weight. I don't want to smell like that. Everything's so sugary.
But then why would you want to smell of wet diapers or crap diapers? That, I don't know. Where's the appeal on that? Like, what's the thought process?
Man, I'd much rather smell like that than sugar. It's just so childish to me.
Well, it is. Yeah, I guess it could.
You know, it's like eating donuts and
cotton candy. And,
yeah, exactly. Right.
Yeah.
Being
at the fair and
your face with that sticky shit.
I don't know. I'm a hybrid. I guess I like my sweet and my green and my crystals and that.
I love green. I love earthy. I love earthy elements. I feel like a connection to them. I love incense.
You love incense, yeah.
Yeah, leathers, spices.
Have you tried the new Louis Vuitton? The one that came out? What is it?
Something beach?
No. That one hasn't really come out. That one is coming out.
I haven't tried anything.
But there was a release before that, and I can't remember what was it for Louis Vuitton.
What's the last fragrance you purchased?
Well, the most recent thing that I got is the Elixir thing that I showed you today, and I think that this one is probably the most recent release.
Is that powdery?
It is very powdery. You like this. You really like this.
I really liked.
This is iris and roses, cedar and vetiver.
Okay.
And the heart of
I love iris and vetiver together.
You'd really like that one. I think you would.
There was the pastel colored bottle. I think they're square, right?
Boudre?
Yeah, I think that's what it was called.
Yeah. Étoile filante is what it's called, the Louis Vuitton.
I have not tried any Unum fragrances. I'm not familiar with them at all. Are they good?
I haven't tried it. And what's the one which Jean-Claude Atlanta did a while back?
With
Rosenqueer?
Rosenqueer with
I think
Frederick
it was
Mull?
Rosenqueer, right?
Well, with Frederick Mull?
I think that's the last one that Jean-Claude Atlanta did, right?
Okay. What are you asking me?
No, there's a comment. I don't know what they're asking about. Have you tried the new Hermes? Age 24.
Not yet. No, I went to the mall the other day to try it, and we just reopened. So the first day we reopened, I went, and there's only 25% capacity, and there was a lineup going around. I was like, yeah, no, I'm not waiting in line to smell perfume.
It's
at least not H24 anyway.
It's different. It's
you have one.
Yeah, I have a decant.
And
it's different. Let's just say it's different. And I actually like it. It's very beast mode. It lasts, at least on me, even after washing it.
Beast mode?
Yeah, it's beast
Hermes?
mode. It's just very intimate. Like, it's not projecting. It's very yours. But on your own skin, it lasts forever. Like, I can spray this, I can shower, and I can still smell this. It's really potent.
Ambroxan?
It's not quite like Ambroxan. It does feel like the dry cleaning, like a dry cleaning store, or if you're ironing clothes and the shirt is wet, or you've starched it very massively, then you put the iron on there. That's how it smells.
But that's how Ambroxan smells like to me. It feels like very clean linen, very airy, wispy, throwy.
But Ambroxan gives you that tickling text. I don't know if it.
I like Ambroxan
in
small doses, in very small doses.
Yeah.
Have you smelled another 13 by Le Labo?
I've tried it.
Is there any similarity?
No, not that I can recall or claim. No, not at all. It's very different. It's a totally different scent. From the cap, it smells horrible. Like it smells, I don't know, it smells weird, funky.
Do you smell florals?
No. I smell herbal. It smells very herbal. Like when you spray
the floral they use?
They don't use florals. I think that actually they use Narcissus. Narcissus is the only floral that they use in here. And they have clary sage and they have metallic notes and what else is there? I can't remember, but it's something like that.
So it doesn't smell floral. You don't smell Narcissus.
I smell citruses. Faint citruses at the top.
Oh, that's Chanel. I mean, Hermes's aesthetic.
Yeah, but it's not the typical citrus of Hermes. It's a weird citrus too. Like it's not the fizzy Hermes citrus. Right.
Does it remind you of Mugler cologne at all?
No.
You know Mugler cologne?
It's clean. It's clean, but it's not.
Please tell me it's more interesting than Mugler cologne. Like I like Mugler cologne, but
it is less soapy than Mugler cologne. But it just feels like a laundry room, like a damp laundry room, and then I don't know if it has like a moldy kind of like smell to it. It's like I don't know. Like I got moldy smell from Sur La Lagoon. Do you? I don't know if you recall Sur La Lagoon.
I can't remember it.
It smells like that moldy, citrusy texture.
Clean musks.
Clean musks, yeah.
Boring musks. Like
boring,
nitro musks. Their musks, are they sensual at all?
No.
So it's just to give it some airy lift.
Yeah, it's not really sexual. It's not a sexy or a romantic scent. It's
just very clean for the modern man.
It's a day-to-day scent. Like it's just out of the shower. You don't know what to put on. You put this on. This is non-offensive. This is not, you have to be really uncomfortably or comfortably close, however you want it, right? But if you're very close to me, then you'll smell it and you might understand it. But
You like?
I think it's innovative. Like, it's new, and I had not smelled anything like this before.
Oh, wow. Okay. So it's completely unique.
I would say this is original and unique because I don't think this smell has been made before, or at least that I have.
That's a good
tried.
thing.
Yes, it's just so different that I don't think it's kind of like. I think it's in the same vein of Memoire d'un Odeur, which I don't like.
Oh, I really like that.
I think it would sit in that same shelf with Memoire d'un Odeur. Because it's a totally different.
So Memoir to me was.
Is it more of a smell than a perfume, David? It is more of a smell. It is not perfumey at all. Like this is just. It smells like you've taken a decent shower and you've just come out of the shower and you put on clean clothes.
You don't know that I'm gonna hate it. Come on. I
know.
usually like Hermes perfumes. Christina Gel's been honestly like a hit and miss for me. Some things are great and others are like, oh man, bubblegum. Like I've gotten bubblegum in a couple of her pieces already.
If you liked,
I did not care for her Terre de Hermes vetiver.
But you like Gallo, right?
Which one?
Gallo de Hermes. Gallo?
I like Gallo. I don't like it on me though, but I do like Gallo a lot. Yeah.
I love Gallo.
A little bit too metallic for me.
You'd like this. I think you'd really, really like this. It's very representative to today's cancel culture, as inoffensive as can be to please and not offend the maximum of people.
And that's funny because we were just talking about cancel culture and everything.
But that's basically what it is. It's just a very neutral. It's like you just took a shower, you put on clean clothes, and you're out and about. So nobody can really feel offended by it because they can't really tell it's a cologne or a perfume.
Yeah.
It feels like skin. It actually feels like skin.
And we were talking about this earlier. Like, I feel like the more time passes, the worse my taste is getting because of all these new releases being so boring and inoffensive and just.
But what makes it boring is just, again,
where some of these new things, the more you get used to them, the more accepting you become of them, regardless of what it is.
That's
you
what
can
I
call
think.
Something crap, but if you continually wear it, you're going to be like, okay, accept this.
And I think it's also because we are progressively and actively looking for new things to smell, and we just come to a moment where we just find a wall, and then that's it. Like we there's nothing new for us, and maybe that's why we don't appreciate these new things coming out. Again, if I didn't meet Black Phantom first, I'd say this would be a masterpiece. Hermes, this I would give 10 out of 10 for originality and uniqueness, but I don't think this stands out in any remarkable way. It's just something different. And I appreciate it for being different. And I like it for being different. And I think this is a good path to making something new.
H24 you're talking about?
H24, yes.
Okay, well, that's good to hear.
Yeah, it's kind of like, I think that Le Lion is also in that same ball, the same game. Like they're trying to make something different. What? What'd you read? I didn't read the comment.
Oh, right there.
It says, after sniffing H24 made me love.
So Vipe, how do you pronounce this name? Vipe.
Vipe.
Have you? Yeah. I know he's in France, and I'm wondering if he smelt Tabacolor because David here has a decant of Tabacolor.
He might be able to tell us what's his take on Tabacolor.
It sounds like he has some kind of insight on French perfumery, just basing on the comments that he leaves on my videos. They're very in depth and detailed, and he goes.
Mall is very. I mean, I appreciate that house very much. I don't have.
Oh.
It's Remy.
Remy. This is Remy from Les Indemodables. If that's Remy who I'm thinking of.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Oh, maybe not. He's currently living in Shanghai. Hang on. Maybe I got the wrong Remy.
Actually, I'm currently living in Shanghai. I don't know if
because
he should come. He should come on. Like, he should come on in the live and maybe share his own.
Yeah. Do you want to come on?
I'm my own Remy. I'm my own Remy. Sorry. I don't know.
No, that's perfectly fine. Because I just spoke to somebody named Remy, and I thought it was him under a pseudonym.
Yeah, but it is. I mean, it is what it is. Frederick Mall has my respect. I don't have too much I don't have experience with Frederick Mall aside of the populars like Cardinal Flower, Mousse Ravageur, Rose and Queer, which I love. I absolutely love Rose and Queer. What else?
Okay.
Portrait of a Lady, of course. I think that Portrait of a Lady is a standout, but
no problem. Some other time for sure.
Yeah. Oh, he's at work. Okay. So yeah, those are my standouts in Frederick Mall. I haven't tried Orange Bigarade. I haven't tried Rose.
I think being in Tampa Bay, you would like Bigarade Concentré.
The Bigarade Concentré, yeah.
Yeah. Very gorgeous, sparkling, bitter orange, grapefruit, rose, hay, spicy, clove, woody notes, refreshing. Maybe a little bit of orange blossom in there. Gorgeous.
I have to drop by my local sales department and see if I can smell a few. It's just that with the pandemic going on, it's so terrible. Like, I don't know. Oh, you don't want to you want to redo?
I actually really like Rose Queer, but I still want Frederick Mall to do a queer. Forget about the rose. I don't want any more rose leathers. I want him to do a queer, like a saddle leather or a old jacket leather, like a traditional leather. That's one note I am dying for him to work with.
But that's what Galop is about, like leather and rose.
I want Frederick Mall to do it though, not Hermes. Like, I want Frederick Mall's take on a Hermes saddlebag. There, that's it. That's what I want.
Which I think that's Rose and Queer. I think that Rose and Queer was
really
Elena's challenge to what's her
Hello?
name? To oh my god, her name slipped my mind, but yeah. What's her name? The perfumer now. Christine Nagel. Thank you. Nagel. So I think that Rose and Queer would be the challenge from Elena to Nagel to create what would be rose and leather scent.
They're both, I mean, I can see similarities of what you're talking.
Made a dirtier leather, whereas Elena made his ethereal, transparent, very classy rose leather. I was offended when you said FM was second after.
You know, I mean, it is Chanel after all. And I love both. Like, they're two of my favorite brands, but
yeah. I want to know.
I think, I don't want to make excuses for Frederick Mall saying that he works under a smaller budget when he probably has a huge budget, right? But
Chanel is Chanel.
Yeah, it's Chanel.
Chanel. No. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, they're in a league of their own. I wouldn't say they compete with each other. They're just different.
Right, they're very different. Mall, but that's my preference. Like,
yeah. Also, Mass Appealing Fresh is Geranium Pour Monsieur. I have not tried Geranium Pour Monsieur.
Beautiful. I love Geranium Pour Monsieur is my goat. I have up there 5 cents on the top shelf. Those are my meditation perfumes. Geranium Pour Monsieur are up there. Yeah. I have for meditation, Geranium Pour Monsieur, number 19 Poudre.
Right.
Encens Mythique.
Oh, yes. Wow. Really?
Chanel Jersey.
Okay. That one I can see. Encens Mythique is very challenging, though.
No. Challenging?
Yeah, something. I
find it very grounding.
I get euphoria from Un Sans Mythique, and I like it. I get euphoric from Un Sans Mythique.
I have one more. I have to take a look, but those are my usual go-to for meditation.
For meditation,
I find them comforting, and they don't really distract me, and just kind of put me in that.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. I don't know. I've always thought my meditation scent is Urispahan, because
What?
it's just, yeah.
That is bombastic and butch. That's a sledgehammer.
It's something I wouldn't wear out and about, and it's something intimate. It's something I just wear for me, and it takes me places. It takes me to this meditation state that I don't know.
That sounds like a distraction, like from anything. Like for meditation, you kind of want to clear your mind and take all the distractions away and just come into the awareness. And that to me is like, that's all I'd be thinking about.
It's very present, but I think that's the magic of Urispahan. It's just transportative, at least for me. Geranium for Monsieur is fantastic. Completely this. All right. The meditation in Un Sans Mythique, I can't see that. I don't know. Un Sans Mythique, meditative.
Un Sans Mythique for me is one of those where I find it more of a distinct smell than I can pick up notes.
I find it too dirty to be meditative.
I
get a lot of I don't know. It's a raunchy, salty, sweaty.
Yeah, I can see that
sense, and it can be inconvenient to me. Like it just makes me feel dirty at some point, and I love it for that. I like Un Sans Mythique because it's that scent that you go to and you feel like you're dirty from having intercourse several times, and you have the rose, and you have the bed of roses, and you just laid on there, and
I don't get. For me, it's very cozy, warm, comforting, soapy. Almost a cleanliness. Maybe your dirty sex is my clean sex. I don't know.
Maybe. Again, the scales of I'm great. I'm very great.
But yeah.
Anyway, it's been good being here, Eugene. Thank you so much for having me. I probably have to head out. It's 9:10. What time do you have there?
Same 9:10, 10 after.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna head out and finish my food.
All right. Thanks for coming on.
But thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate it. It's been awesome being here.
You're welcome.
That we can make this work again.
For sure. Anytime. Let me know when you're interested in coming on. If anyone else in the comments is interested in coming on, send me a message and maybe we can plan something ahead. I love to get somebody on that we haven't seen before, somebody from a different part of the world with a different perspective on perfume and just wants to share. Even if you want to come on for 5 or 10 minutes and share your scent of the day, or you want to go into detail, if there's a brand that you love and you've mastered and you want to share it with us, come on.
Look at what they're saying. That comment. Just return to the stream. Who invited Kingpin from Daredevil?
What's that? I missed that.
Oh, that's a new one.
What is it?
Yeah.
Read it again.
Yeah. That's Mr. Number 6. Just return to the stream. Who invited Kingpin from Daredevil?
Is that you, Kingpin?
I think he's talking about.
I don't see it anywhere.
It's the last. I think it was the last one. Nobody else wants to come join Eugene.
Dude, I've been on for 3.5 hours. I'm ready to kill this.
You're done?
Yeah.
Right.
Might come back tomorrow, but if not tomorrow, then I'm done till the end of the weekend. I've got things to do. So I usually got my kids here, and I don't like to I like to spend time with them and not just throw them in a corner and be on YouTube. It would be really unfair to them. So yeah. All
right, my friend. I'll let you be.
All right. Good talk. Good seeing everybody in the chat, in the comments. It was fun, like always. 67 of you still here. Awesome. We'll see you soon. Thanks for coming.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Rich Mitch still messaging me here. All right, guys. We'll see you soon. Bye.